Listen, all that negative energy that you put in the air, take it out right now.
Carr across the middle finds Renfro. Get out of there, and the ball comes.
They got me down.
I mean, when you look at it, it's just absolutely stacked.
Back up! Back up! Waller across.
Take a seat.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Mullen.
The boy grew up.
Snap good, hold good, and victory in overtime for the Raiders.
What it do, man? What it do? Hey, man, for y'all pulling up from SC Experiences channel, you know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. For y'all that always tune in, appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Hopefully that didn't disrupt my brother's channel. That wasn't my intent. But yo, look, thank you for pulling up this evening, man. 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is more than greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? You could be watching anything else in the world, but the fact that you're here is more than I can verbally express of appreciation. What is going on with this song?
Coach better take care. I'm just letting you know.
It's crazy. But yeah. What's good with you, G-Town 488? What's good, my fam? Hope all is well with you, Egalitarians 207. What it do? Sean Johnson, what's good with you, man? I see my boy Carlos is in the building with the fire emoji chats. What's good, man? What's good with you? Raiders Down Under, my boy Ozzy. What's good, man? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good, man. James Furpo, my dude, you know what I mean? What's up with you, man? He got that Raider Nation for life. That's right, bro. Salute, fam. Salute. My boy Raphael was in the building. What's good with you, Raphael? You know what I mean? Our boy Ot6 is in the building. What's up with you, Ot? Hope all is well with you, man. We spoke with you a little bit earlier. My boy AllEyesOnG.com is in the building. What's good with you, man? Hey, my fam, my brother. Raider Fatigue, what's good, man? Salute to all that I just spoke of right now, man. If you in the building, man, but you ain't in the chat, look, salute to you as well. You know what I mean? I understand some people are driving, some people working, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. You know, some people just don't chat. That's okay. You know what I mean? The fact that, like I said, you allow me to grace your screen is more than greatly appreciated. Fade, what's good with you, man? Hope all is well, man. Hope you had a better day. Yeah, but we're gonna hop into the show, man. You know what I mean? I actually gotta send out this invite, but while I'm sending out this invite, man, let's conversate. Let's talk about what took place today, man. We had our coach took the screen today. You know what I mean? He had his little chat. It was super early. I didn't get to see it. I'll talk about it tomorrow. I don't want to speak on something I didn't see or didn't hear. You know what I mean? Ghost Sniper, what's good with you, family? Hope all is well, man. Hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, family. For real, for real. I greatly appreciate that, man. All subscribers mean everything, man. The one to the few, you know what I mean, it is more than appreciated, man. It helps me grow. You know what I mean? It helps the channel grow, and hopefully I can bring y'all a much better experience. You know what I mean? But what I did catch today was our boy Deron Harmon. He took the podium today, and he really had a lot to say, man. I was really impressed with his answers and how his outlook on this team is, as well as the defensive back room, man. So we're, you know what I mean, one of the things that he was really asked, you know what I mean, and all these answers, as I always tell y'all, these answers are how I hear them. They're not necessarily the exact words, that the player uses. So please don't take it, you know what I mean, as quotable of what they say. I literally write down what I hear. I interpret it my way, and then I deliver it out here. That's just how I hear it. You know what I mean? I like to read between the lines, so this is just kind of how I hear it. So one of the questions he was really asked, because he was asked 3 questions, but they were all kind of the same thing, is like, what is it that he brings to the table, right? So the things that Deron Harmon brings to the table, he's going into his 10th year of a training camp. You know what I mean? He's going into his 10th year of training camp. He's excited to be here. He still feels like it's year 1. So he continues to put in that work. You know what I mean? But coming into the 10th year of training camp, but you still feel like, you know what I mean, it's year 1. And technically it is year 1, you know what I mean, coming to a new team. But, you know what I mean, after 10 years, if you still feel like it's year 1, that means you physically feel like you can still do this game, you know, that you can still play this game, you know what I mean, at a really decent level. It may not be the highest of high levels that you've played, but you can still play this at a pretty high level. So that makes me feel really, really comfortable, you know what I mean, about him being here, about him being on the team. So I just can really appreciate, you know what I mean, when he says it still feels like year 1. You know what I mean? What he loved about being here is the coaching staff, you know what I mean, the talented players, and being a leader from day 1, and his veteran presence, as well as paying forward the knowledge that was passed on to him, you know what I mean, when he came into the league. So that's what he actually brings to the table. You know what I mean? And that's actually a lot. You know what I mean? One of the biggest things that he brings to the table is that veteran knowledge, that presence on how to continuously get better in the NFL. It's hard to stick around for 10 years, man. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? It's extremely hard to stick around in the NFL for 10 years, you know, and for him to be going into his 10th training camp, you know what I mean, that speaks high volumes of the level of how they feel about his ability to still play the sport. You know, they went out, signed him in free agency, you know what I mean, gave him a nice, decent contract, and he's here to do whatever it is he needs to do, because he's really just here to win, which we'll talk about a little bit later as well in the interview. But B1s, what's good with your family? You know what I mean? What's good with you? Hope all is well. You know what I mean? And I can appreciate that. He was asked about Trayvon Merrick, you know what I mean? And his answer about Trayvon Merrick, you know, because he was asked, how does he feel about Trayvon Merrick? You know what I mean? What does he see in this kid, you know what I mean, in a short amount of time? You know what I mean? And what he said was Trayvon Merrick has been like in his back pocket the whole time, you know what I mean? And not in the sense of, you know, taking it the other way, but he's been in his, like, what he means by is he's been constantly asking him questions, you know what I mean? Constantly trying to get better, you know what I mean? He's been just literally just soaking up information, you know what I mean? Just literally soaking up information, trying to get trying to be the best player that he could possibly be, you know. And I really appreciate that. He said Trayvon Merrick is a talented football player, willing to work and learn, and will be a great safety. You know, that's what I heard from him. And I really, really do like, you know what I mean, the fact that when a veteran can say that, you know, this is what he sees in a player, then there's no there's no denying that. You know what I mean? As much as you try to fight it, you know what I mean? It just ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? It just ain't gonna happen. He was asked about what is the key to being in the NFL after 10 years? He said this to continue, always get better, never stop putting in the work. You know what I mean? Frank, my guy, man, ciao bella, baby, what's good with you, man? Hope all is well. You know what I mean? Hope all is well. But yeah, so his answer was, you know what I mean? The key to being in the NFL after 10 years is to continue to always get better and never stop putting in the work. You know what I mean? I really, really do like that as well. You know what I mean? Like, one of the things that I've been really hearing out of all of these press conferences is accountability. You know what I mean? And the fact that everybody is here to win. You know what I mean? Nobody here seems to be lazy. Nobody here seems to not be wanting to put in the work. Nobody seems like they're just gonna ride the ship. You know what I mean? Versus, actually trying to be the ones guiding it. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody not putting in work. And I'm hearing that from everybody that's taking the podium. You know what I mean? Everybody is putting in the work to get this team to be better than it was last year. You know, everybody's trying to change everybody's trying to change the outlook of the franchise. Everybody's trying to change the pattern that we tend to always have, right? So bringing in players like this, 10-year veterans, playoff experience, you know what I mean, has a rapport with some of the coaching staff, you know what I mean, pretty much knows some of these guys already, spent time with some of them in New England, things of that nature. But just the fact that when you say after 10 years, I never stop putting in the work, that means you don't take the back road. You're not going to sit there and say, I'm a veteran, I ain't got to do that. That sets a bad example when you do that. But after 10 years, if you're out there and you're still doing everything that a rookie is doing and you're doing more, bro, that sets a hell of an example, man. So I'm really glad that we went and got a player like this. You know what I mean? He was also asked about the defensive backroom battle, right? And what he said at the end of the day, I just want to win. The best players will play. I'm not going to not help a player just because we play the same position and we battling for the top spot. I want to be a part of a room that cheers each other on, regardless of who is on the field. We have a young but talented room. If we all are on board like this, we can elevate this room into some real gangster play. We're going to get at it this year. Guys are working their ass off to get a spot, and it is great. So let's break that down. First off, his opening statement was, at the end of the day, I just want to win. See, that's the beginning of an unselfish football player. You know, it's not about my individual stats. It's not about what I can do. It's about what we can do as a team. I came here to win. And whatever it requires for me to win, that's what I'm here to do. And you can't fight that. You can't argue that. I mean, that's like literally. And I know some people will say, oh, well, he's at the podium. That's what he has to say. No, it's not really what he has to say. He doesn't have to say that. You know what I mean? He can say whatever it is he wants to say. He chooses to spit the truth. You know what I mean? And you really just gotta Hey, Critique. I see you, brother. I was trying to send it. I'm gonna send it this way. Hey, Critique, check your phone. Ladies and gentlemen, I got a special guest backstage real quick. I want to bring him on out, man. Brother of mine, and I do mean a brother of mine. We first initially met on our brother Doc's ENT's channel, verbally, you know what I mean, on the camera. Then we had the chance to meet face to face and in Vegas for the draft, and it's been a wonderful experience meeting that brother there in Vegas. And then he's also been here to my house to celebrate Father's Day. We broke bread, had some drinks together as well with our Uncle OG, Jack Daniels. You know what I mean? Everybody know OG. But ladies and gentlemen, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful brother of mine, man. Wish him nothing but the best in life. You know what I mean? We always gonna be solid homies to the day we both go. Ladies and gentlemen, the king of 420, 520, 620. Just put a 20 on it, man, and he got something to burn for it. Ladies and gentlemen, our brother, Mr. Ready Gabe. What's up with you, Gabe?
How you, man?
What's going on?
Chilling. You know.
Yeah.
That herb, fucking just, you know. What you got going, man? What the fuck you talking about the Raiders?
Yeah, we're talking. So right now we're breaking down Deron Harmon's interview. At the podium this morning, you know what I mean? I've already talked about what it is he brings to the table. His going into his 10th year of training camp. Excited to be here. Still feels like it's year one. He loves the coaching staff. The coaching staff was one of the reasons he came here. Talented players was also the other reason he came here. He's been a leader from day one, stepping into the building, meaning people have been asking him questions, and he's just been, just dishing out all the information that he can give. And then he brings that veteran presence as well, you know what I mean, as leading into the 10th year of training camp. And then one of the things he wants to do is pay forward the knowledge that was passed on to him when he initially came into the league, you know what I mean? So we're just really just breaking down. One, we haven't really had a chance to really, hear from him. He had an earlier interview, but he didn't really say much. Not a whole lot of questions were asked. I think it was kind of when he got here. But now that he's had time to spend time with these guys, he was asked, basically, training camp questions now. So he talked about that. What he had to say about Trayvon Merrick. Basically, he said is a talented football player, willing to work and learn, and will be a great safety. Is constantly in his back pocket asking questions. You know what I mean? Constantly in his ear asking questions. So, and then he was asked, what is the key to being in the NFL for 10 years? He said the key to being in the NFL for 10 years is to continue to always get better, never stop putting in the work. And that means basically doing everything that's required of a player. Something a veteran probably wouldn't do, he's still going to do. You know what I mean? He's going to put in his work. He's going to show by example that, look, just because practice is over doesn't mean the fucking day is done. You know what I mean? There's still more work to be done. So, so that's, we spoke about that. And then we was literally, you came in on the fact that I was talking about the defensive back room battle. I got another special guest that I want to bring out really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. This brother right here is really one of the old school cats to one of the first to actually be on YouTube. You know what I mean? Got to start back in the day. You know what I mean? He was around with Raider Murph, Mikey Raider. You know what I mean? He's constantly been bringing you guys good content. He had to take some time off for a while. You know what I mean? He's been on some other shows. I can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but you know what I mean? He's been around for a while, had to take a small little vacation, but as of recent, he's been back in the game. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to doing a collaboration over there with him very soon on his channel. Whenever he calls me and asks me to show up and do a show. I know we've talked about doing some other things, and I really, really do appreciate this brother. I have not met him in person, but I've had countless phone conversations with this brother, and it's always been about some real shit, not just about football, but life in general. You know what I mean? And I mean real conversations. Ladies and gentlemen, our brother from the Sunshine State, the Golden State, but right now sitting in that mid Southwest Texas, our brother, Mr. Reddick Petit. What's up, Petit?
What's happening, man? It's hot as balls down here. What's going on, Gabe? Hey, it's nice to see everybody out here, man. I'm glad to see Dirty. This is the first time I've made a show in quite a while, man, being this late.
Yes, it is.
I'm out of work because, I got COVID. I've had COVID for the last 5 days. Shit is sorry as hell, but, I'm going to try to make it as long as I can make it, man. I don't know exactly how long I'm going to be here for, but I appreciate you letting me jump in, man. And yeah, no joke, bro. Me and Dirty be fucking around, outside of the scenes. We ain't met yet, but when we do, it's going to be off the fucking hook. we're going to get down. So, and I can't wait. I'm hoping it's going to be at one of these games this season, as long as I can kick this COVID, not get it again. I can tell you this, I ain't walking around with no fucking mask on anymore. You know what I mean? It's been pretty crazy, but at least I've been able to sit at home and enjoy OTAs and training camp, and hey, so at least I'm not missing that and seeing all these moves being made. What do y'all think about what we've seen so far? I mean, I love what I hear from Daron Harmon, but I'm really, really, really skeptical about the defensive line, with Nichols being on the PUP list and Hankins being on the PUP list, and then we got Trayvon Mullen, who still ain't fucking healed from last year.
I mean, well, he just recently had a surgery, man. You know what I mean? Like we saw when the surgery took place. It wasn't that long ago,
right?
You know what I mean? He thought he can make it through without it. It was something that was supposed to be healable. It didn't heal. So, look, at least he didn't get the surgery week 1 of the season.
Right.
Like
exactly.
Like Michael Thomas did for the Saints. At least he got it in a reasonable time to where he could actually still come back and play. Right.
Right.
So I wasn't expecting him to be back week 1, not even week 2. Maybe by the second preseason game, I think is when he'll be back. You know what I mean? Because we got 4. I think he'll be back by the second.
Hell, I'd even go and be safe. I think it'd be safe to say that we sit him all a preseason. We already know what he can do.
I'm not saying he'll play, but I just say he'll be back in performance by then. You know what I mean?
I can only hope so.
Give him another 4 weeks. Give him another 3 to 4 weeks, man.
Because he showed such promise, man, with his first 2 seasons with us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I would really like to see him work out. We haven't had a decent corner on this team in at least, I don't know, it's been quite a while since we've had an actual a credible corner that we could put out there on an island by himself and not have to worry about nothing. Now, Mullen's a little handsy, but he's also young. You know what I mean?
And that's where I was, in the Daron Harmon interview, you know what I mean? He says the best players will play. You know what I mean? That means the best players the best ones that the coach feels like is going to win the game, those are the ones that are going to get on the field, right? Now, of course, your backups are going to get on the field because your starters need a break. We all know that. And there's different packages. People play in different packages. They thrive in this package more than they may thrive in the next one, right? That's very much understandable. That's why we, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, hey, Lo.
There's Eric.
Hey, check your IG. Check your IG.
No.
SC, check your IG as well. You know what I mean? But when he says the best players will play, you know what I mean? And then one of the things that really, got me in this interview was He said, I'm not going to not help a player just because we play the same position and we battling for the top spot. I want to be a part of a room that cheers each other on, regardless of who is on the field. We have a young but talented room. If we all are on board like this, we can elevate this room into some real gangster play. We're going to get at it this year. Guys are working their ass off to get a spot, and it's great. That means people are going out and they're putting, nobody's out there lollygagging. You know what I mean? Nobody is out there lollygagging. One of the things that yes, Trayvon Mullen may be on the PUP list, but he's also in the building. You know what I mean? He's going through the rehab. He's in the defensive back room when it's film study time. So he's learning, you know what I mean? Now he may not be able to put that on the field, but when 100% healthy, we know what he's capable of.
Right. He's not Dolan Levitt, who doesn't have a job right now. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? He's not Dolan Levitt. He stages above that guy. He stages above that. And I wish him the best. I ain't shitting on him. You know what I mean? Never kick a man when he's down. I just don't do that.
Nah, he'll get a job somewhere else. He'll fit somewhere else. He just wasn't going to fit this scheme. We were already stacked at safety. You know what I mean? So you got
he definitely wasn't beating out the top three.
And Gillespie. You know, I mean,
top four. Yeah, he definitely wasn't beating out the top four because it's right. You got Trayvon Merrick, you got Abrams, you got Deron Harmon, and you got Gillespie.
That's right.
And Teamer.
Teamer.
And Roger Teamer. Yeah.
And then if we want to, we can move Diablo back there too.
Yeah, but I think Diablo got that.
It's a plethora of safeties. And then that dude that they just signed, he can play corner and safety.
Yeah, that dude from who was it? New England.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you still got, who knows if they have any faith in Isaiah Palomalu.
Yep.
He's there too.
I keep forgetting about the undrafted free agents. You know what I mean? Yeah. Palomalu's nephew, ain't it?
Yeah. No more room for him. Pretty much. Dolan Levitt was just his time was up.
Time was up.
He had 4 years with us shit. 4 seasons.
So, which also brings me to one of the topics, you know what I mean, of my this part of the interview is what it struck me to bring this to topic, man. Is it time for Denzel Perryman to get a new contract? Because all the things that I've been hearing from all the players that have been asked about him have been nothing but great things. Now, Deron Harmon was asked about Denzel Perryman today, right? And, you know, what he thought about him, you know, what kind of leader he was. And his answer was, Denzel Perryman is a cool cat off the field. Very lighthearted, good guy to be around, like the life of the party. But when he hits the field, it's like a light switch. He is all business, very focused and determined to lead this team to victory. We look up to him and need him because at his best, we can be our best just by the leadership example he sets, makes us want to step our game up. Bro, that's not his exact words, but that's what I heard. Right? That's how I took it. That's what I heard. But you know what I mean? It's pretty much on the lines. I just don't like the right verbatim. I hear what I hear and that's what I write down. Right. But that's why I ask, is it time for him to get a new contract? Because he outplayed the contract he signed last year.
Yeah.
He everything he did last year, like one of these years he's playing for free.
For real.
Because he signed a 2-year contract, right? And it wasn't worth a whole lot. So one of these years is like playing for free. So yeah, I think
for sure.
I think it's about that time for him to get a new contract.
I think it's time for him, but does he think it's time? Maybe he wants to put up better numbers and make a better showing of himself on the field to where he can demand that major payday when it comes time. I mean, because we don't know what's going on through the player's head either. The player might not even want to do contract negotiations yet because he knows he's got a lot more in the tank that he can prove. If he bets on himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true, man, because you can if he bets on himself, say he goes out here and goes to the Pro Bowl again and shows fucking improvement in the in the pass game, he's going that bag is just going double, triple. You know what I mean? It's just that bag is just gonna get better. I mean, and some players do bet on themselves. Some players do want the security. We'll see what he wants. If he or it's all up to the team too, because if they want to even want to engage in negotiations with him, but they still got him under contract for this year. But then again, with the way things are working out in the NFL now, like you kind of go to the player like a year before now, because like for some reason it's like everybody's so sensitive now. Like if they wait till like if you wait till their last year, they're gonna test free agency, and it's like they hold shit against fucking the team now. It's like a ongoing shit with all kinds of players. Like if you franchise somebody now, it's like they feel like it's like a big time slap in the face. You know what I mean? It's like
that's because it's not a lot of money compared to what they should be making. I mean, it was just like when Devontae Adams got franchise tagged by the Green Bay Packers. It was like pennies, dude. It was like an elephant working for peanuts with what they were trying to offer him. So no wonder why he didn't take it, and they offered him more money before, he decided to come over here, where he took less money. So, I mean, I think everybody's on the same page when it comes to this team, man. We just want to fucking win. And I think we've got the squad to do it. I think we all do. I think we're all smiling from ear to ear. I haven't seen a Raider fan pissed off in the past 3 months. And that's really good to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, got another guest backstage that I want to bring out really quickly before we move on and more of this topic of, one, does Denzel Perryman deserve a new contract? Is it that time? As well as we take a look at the other guys who approached the podium today and spoke as well. Like I said, I didn't catch the head coach. I'll catch him tomorrow. I'm pretty sure somebody else will take the podium tomorrow as well. So I look forward to hearing from them. But ladies and gentlemen, this special guest right here is another brother of mine that I look forward to meeting. Although he comes to LA a lot and doesn't hit me up. But I understand. It's okay. It's all right. It's cool. Eventually he gonna call me like, hey man, I'm here. Congratulations to his Golden State Warriors, yada yada yada. You know what I mean? The Emperor of 420. Representing that west side of the sport world, man. Our brother, Mr. Westside Ern. What's up, Ern?
What's up with it? What's up with it? How y'all doing today? Critique, nice to see you, sir.
It's nice to see you too, man. It's fucking these nuts, spotlights, breath.
Yeah, spotlights, breath smell like these nuts. I don't know how that happens. Y'all can put 2 and 2 together. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get some more coffee for the Red Cup gang, man. I'll be right back, man.
I mean, to me, for the first time, this team actually looks like that they're all in, like they're buying into what the front office is offering. Yeah. I can't say I remember the last time that I've seen that. More or less, you would see like blank looks on the players' faces, like, okay, well, yeah, we're supposed to be doing this, but hey, trust the process. I don't even think they were trusting the process back then, but they're exuberating a type of confidence now that I haven't seen in this team since Rich Gannon.
Yeah, definitely.
That's when everybody was all in at that time, except for Barrett Roberts. But well, good. That shit was just. I haven't seen it since then. All those years when you were getting guys to come over here like fucking Rod Woodson, Jerry Rice, and shit.
Right.
and it's just I
I
like
mean,
it.
Bill Romanowski, all those big time players came over to play with us. Eric Allen,
right. Everybody wanted to
Charlie
come here
Garner,
back then.
Tyrone Wheatley, Andre Rison. Andre Rison, when we was forcing him out, he was crying about it. He was pissed off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jerry Rice wanted to come play for us, bruh.
Right.
Jerry motherfucking Rice.
With
Got his
Tim
jersey
Brown.
on the wall. You know what I mean? So
Right. Tim Brown, dog. Like that at that time, that shit was like, what the fuck? We're gonna have Jerry Rice and Tim Brown, dog.
Bruh.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
Tim-
was real high on Jerry Porter back then too. I was like, Jerry Porter's gonna be
Me
in the
too.
slot. You know, I was like, shit. I was like, we got a beast of a wide receiver core. We got Rich Gannon,
It's
Tyrone
Doug-
Wheatley's running fools over.
Hey, was it Doug Jolly or fucking or
Doug Jolly?
Doug Jolly. That's who it was. Wait, no. No, we had
And
Roland
Ricky Duggan.
Williams.
And
Roland
Roland
Williams.
Williams too? Yeah, we had Roy Williams. Shit, dog, that shit was crazy back then, dog. It was like our team was stacked on offense back then, man. Fuck.
And now look at us. You know, we're finally there again. We got Devontae, Hunter, Denarius Robinson's going to do really well on this wide receiver squad. Derek Carr's coming back for his 9th season. We got a fucking plethora of running backs in the running back room. Pick one. Pick your poison. Then you got Darren Waller. You can't double cover everybody. I mean,
But
The only-
critique. My only problem with this team is the depth, bruh. If Devontae goes down, fucked. Waller
Yeah.
goes down, fucked. Carr goes down, fucked. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, at least Chris Mullins out of a 4-game stretch will get you 2-2. It's not like Andrew Walter.
He
who's
said
gonna
Chris
get you
Muller. We got
0-4.
Tim Hardaway and Mitch Richmond too.
Hey, I think it's like Golden State in the background, dog. So it's like he thinks it's Chris Mullin and shit. Look at Nick Mullins.
Nick Mullins, Chris Mullins. I don't give a shit.
Tomato,
Fuck that guy. But he's all right
Right.
now because he's a Raider. But when he was a 49er and he was torching our ass, I didn't like him too much. You know what I mean?
Bro, that
Brother
was
Captain,
awesome.
what's good, family? What's good? Shoot the moon. What's good with your family? Hope all is well. You know what I mean? Hope all is well. My boy Allegiance, of course. What's good with you? What's good, Ghost Sniper? I am the Bay. What's good with you, Mike? Salute to you,
Nah,
man.
I am the Bay, homie. Nah, I'm playing.
Hey, I'll be honest though. I don't think the O line is trash because I think that they can learn. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, yeah, they might not have looked good last year, but at least now as a group, they've
I don't
already worked together once.
I don't think
so
they're trash, but I definitely think that that's our Achilles heel on offense.
definitely.
Well, I don't. You know what I mean? I listened to Andre James today. You know what I mean? I listened to Andre James speak today. And one of the things that he spoke on was, last year, you know what I mean, that at the beginning of the year, the offensive line, man, it wasn't so hot. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't what everybody was expecting. But, you know, when you put more time on task, things tend to get better, right? And they actually did get a little bit better towards the end of the year.
They did.
You know what I mean? They got a little bit, and that was one of the things I kept saying is like, look, this line will be okay once they get enough time on task. It takes some time for
Salute, Jesse.
somebody to sit next to somebody and learn how it is they play. You're not going to instantly know somebody right off the bat. It could take a season. It could take a season and a half. I
That's
think
valid.
I think that we kept 4 players that know how to play with each other right now. That's one of the reasons why, you know what I mean? Although I say I prefer a different offensive line, that's really why I think the offensive line that you'll see starting in week 1 is going to be Colton Miller at left tackle, either Denzel Good or John Simpson at left guard, Andre James at center, either Denzel Good or John Simpson at right guard, and then Alex Leatherwood at tackle, because they have experience with each other.
Wait, what did you say at right guard?
John Simpson or
So you got
Well,
Garden. I mean, you got Denzel Good and Simpson playing both guard positions. It's just either or.
They're gonna play either one.
So what you gonna do with Parham?
Let him learn. Not rushing. Let him learn.
But as bad as I think he's gonna have to jump in, he's gonna have to be baptized by fire, bro.
I don't think that's what they're into doing. I don't think that's what they're into doing. I think the only time you should be baptized by fire is if you're a first round offensive lineman pick.
Well,
He's
isn't
a
he a
third
first
round.
round?
Third round.
Wait, Parham?
Parham is third round.
Yeah.
Oh god damn! Because we didn't have a first and second
We
round.
didn't have
Okay,
a
That's
my
right.
bad. My
Yep,
bad. I was thinking he was a first rounder. Before
No,
I
he was just our first pick,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. My bad.
but third round.
Yeah, every time the
Okay.
Packers jumped up on the stage, remember we were thanking them for Devontae for the first 2 rounds.
You're
Hey, I
right.
guess today Dylan Parham was snapping the ball. I guess they
Raider
fucking-
Goon, my dude, what's good with you, man? NorCal Jesse, my dude, what's good, family? I cannot. Hold on, wait a minute, man. I can't not put my supporters up on the board. What's good with you, fam?
Your shareholders.
Oh man, yeah, my shareholders, man, they get a return on their investment. What's good with you, Raider Goon? Fam, what's good, man? Oh, Joe Lee in the building. I ain't even see Joe earlier, man. What's good with you, folks? Hope all is well.
And Parker's
Football
taking
as well with y'all,
starting
man.
snaps. Yep.
Yeah, but no, the offensive line, man. Since we talking about it, let me just go ahead and jump into what Andre James had to say. You know what I mean? What I thought he had to say was really short. It was to the point. It's not a whole lot. You know what I mean? He basically said the coaches are super detailed down to the smallest thing. Everything has to be on point. We cannot have these small miscues happen in the games this year. So it starts now. Taking accountability now leads to success. Taking accountability now leads to success in the future. The overall big picture is to show we are better than last year, and we have added better players to our roster. You know what I mean? So that to me sounds like anything short of at least the AFC Championship game. They're not going to deal with the little miscues anymore. You know what I mean? The offsides, the fumbling of the snaps. You know what I mean? The holding, like all of this stuff, man. If you do something like this in practice, bro, they run laps, and it's not like the coaches are telling you to run laps. They're doing it on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're taking accountability for their actions. Now you start taking accountability in training camp for your actions, you do them less in a regular season.
Yeah.
Because you know the work that you put in to fix the habits that you have.
And I like what I heard today about as soon as they fucked up, DC, the team leader, automatically started taking laps, setting an example for everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Set an
I like
example for everybody else, man. You know what I mean? So one of the things that Deron Harmon was asked about was he was asked, you know, of his responsibility of showing these young players what the little details of getting better and being able to get to 10 years is and what can be done right now. His answer is, it's not just my job, it's the whole defense job. We all have to hold each other accountable. If you did the wrong thing, take responsibility, fix it, and make up for it. We got your back. Let's do this. We have to pay attention to the little things, sealing the outside, making key tackles, being in the right lanes. It's really about the defense as a whole, and we have to approach this season that way. You know what I mean? Like I said, once again, this is just what I heard. This is not his exact words, but this is what I heard him say.
Let's say, and when you hear somebody say something like that, doesn't it just put a smile on your face to know, wow, I think this team finally gets it? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's not a me first mentality anymore. And it's, that's what we've been experiencing ever since, for the last 10 years at least. It's a me first mentality. John Gruden was a me first kind of guy. You know what I mean? He would never take accountability for his playbook on when we were doing shitty on offense. We couldn't do anything in the red zone. He would not take accountability. The only person that you ever heard taking accountability back then was Derek Carr. You know what I mean? And he was taking a lot of the flack for a lot of the things that it wasn't even his fault. You know what I mean? So it's nice to hear everybody on the team speaking that way. Just like how Andre James, how you said what he said. That sounds like a team leader to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He is definitely a team leader. Hey, Go Sniper 35 Gaming. So I love your question. And you know what? As I think about it, nobody has really touched on this topic, bro. And I have no problem giving it about 5 to 10 minutes of my time. That's what I'm here for. I'm always in my chat. You know what I mean? Love my chat because they continue to make the show grow and get better. So your question is, do you think them taking responsibility and accountability, do you think we cannot be one of the teams leading in the league being flagged? So once again, I know that's not what you said, but that's how I'm reading it in my head for it to really. I know sometimes people get to typing too fast and it don't come out the way they want to. So for me to make it make sense, that's how I have to read it. Somebody got something playing in the background?
Shit, that might be me.
Not me.
Is that better?
Yeah.
That was me then, my bad.
Yeah, you good. I think that's one of the reasons they're starting to take accountability now, man. I think it's one of the things that the front office, you know what I mean, the new regime took a look at and said, you know what, this has to stop. The Raiders are consistently the most penalized team in the NFL on a regular basis. Sometimes
over decades.
Sometimes the calls are bullshit, but sometimes the calls are warranted. You know what I mean? And some of the ones like the offsides, the holdings, the things of that nature, man, you know what I mean? The ones you have no control over, you know what I mean? It's blatant, you see it, you know what I mean? Those things have to be fixed. And I think by them taking accountability for their mistakes, trying to fix them now, you know what I mean? The offsides, the fumbles, and things of that nature, you know what I mean? Taking the laps and things. I think, yes, they realize that they cannot set out to win a Super Bowl and be the most penalized team in the league. The two don't go together, right? The two don't go together. And the sad thing is, our penalties come at the wrong motherfucking time. They literally come at the wrong fucking time at the worst moment. You know what I mean? So we gotta figure out a way.
I ain't got none.
Man, hey, look, they both over here sitting with these big containers of shit, right?
I'm broke as fuck. Ain't been to work in a week. Can't buy no weed right now.
There's some cookies I just went and got from a new connection I found out here.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something that a weed smoker probably shouldn't say to another motherfucking weed smoker.
You smoke entirely too much.
God damn. God damn, y'all smoke way too much.
Stuck.
Hey,
I don't think I smoke enough.
Hey, there's things to do within the day. You gotta limit. God damn. But no, with us, if we can eliminate the small penalties, the holdings, the offsides, the late flags, you know what I mean, holding on both sides of the ball. If we can eliminate just these small, minute, simple miscues, mistakes, you know what I mean, missed key blocks and things of that nature. If we could just fix these little itty bitty things, man, you know what I mean, we can get less flags. If you know what I mean, if we're at the right position at the right time, you can't call us holding. You can't call a block in the back. You know what I mean? You can't make these calls if we're in the right position and not overextending ourselves by facing the fact that any and all mistakes that I made in the preseason, I did nothing to fix them now.
Yeah.
So they're fixing them now.
I think
Get the bugs out, the kinks. You know what I mean? Get the kinks out now.
You know why
Right.
I still think Dirty? I kind of have a little bit of faith in the fucking offensive line. Carmen Brasillo. That dude is a fucking wizard with the fucking offensive line, man. That dude is like, he works wonders with offensive lines, bro. Because there's been times where you see the fucking offensive line for the Patriots or something like that. They were always good lines, even though you couldn't get a household name from them sometimes or something like that. Like, they were always good lines. And it's just that dude's. I think that's gonna help a lot because, you know, you've heard already the reports of fucking, you know, Cable and shit like that. So, like, you know what I mean? It's just, I think that's gonna help out a lot with the line, that coaching.
Yeah.
I'm Brasillo.
I think with this new coaching staff, they're not going to allow this team to get as many flags. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be willing to say that I will go out on a limb to say that we will be middle of the pack in flags next season because this coaching regime is going to be on these players' asses to make sure they're not making these dumb, idiotic, stupid, small mistakes.
They preach discipline.
I can get
They're
that.
gonna preach. Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
real quick, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be about a minute. Give me a hot second. I got a special guest backstage that I want to bring out, fresh off his homework tour, ladies and gentlemen, fresh from his meal of Lunchables.
Lunchables and
As you
Capri
know,
Suns.
as he always tells you, stack them up, ladies and gentlemen. He is the host of this show right here.
Down for real. PS.
Hey, how that nigga get a Kendrick Lamar sample?
Yeah, you already know what it is. Yeah, I appreciate that. You already know what it is.
Hey, Dodgers with the fucking.
That's right. That's right. Where the Giants fans at? Hey, Go Sniper, I see you. Remember you were talking? Yeah. All right. But hey, hopefully everybody's having a blessed night. Thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it. And new intro coming soon, and you're gonna like it, Dirty. I think you're gonna be, you especially, man. I'm telling you, it's fire.
I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting to see, man.
All I know is there's low riders involved.
You gotta rotate your intros, man. You know.
Yeah, all I know there's low riders involved, man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, you do gotta rotate your intros. I've been rolling with the same intro for what? 6 years. You know what I mean? It's time for me to go ahead and change mine too.
Yeah, I've been around less than a year and had 3 intros already.
I did too. I have 3.
Hey, I'll be honest with you, man. I like to write my own, you know what I mean? But I've just been too damn lazy to get on the guitar. So just like, you know, I try to keep it metal because all y'all hip hop and all y'all West Coast rap. So I gotta be a little different, you know what I mean?
You need something along the metal line.
I need drum beats.
I got something for you, bro. I could hook you up with our boy Black and Grayed Out.
Hey,
You
that's
know
what's
what I
up.
mean?
Hey,
Yeah.
yo, we'll talk behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'll definitely send you something, man. I actually the brother sends me beats all the times, man. You know what I mean? He sends me some nice shit, and I actually got somebody doing something for me now. You know what I mean? So I got my homeboy. He been rapping for years. He laying me out an intro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
but it's an intro for me, but it's a whole Raider rap song. You know what I mean? But it's an intro for me. So I'm giving him time because he not a quick writer. You know what I mean? He one of them writers that sit down, he do research. And, you know what I mean? He's somewhat of a Raider fan, but he a Cincinnati Bengal fan. You know what I mean? Because he's from Ohio. You know what I mean? But he got mad love for the Raiders.
You know, normally when it's done quick, there's no thought process behind it. So you want the dude to sit there and take a minute on it, you know?
Yeah.
So make it as good as it can possibly be. Hell, when I wrote my intro, it took me a month to write it, and then another month to critique it, and then I used it. You know what I mean? It took a little bit, but you know, and that's why I haven't really jumped to anything else because, man, I don't know if I could do anything any better than that. I mean, I know I probably could, but I'm just too lazy, bro. I'm just too lazy. I don't want to do
the intro I got now took me about a day and a half to create. Took me about a day and a half. Yeah.
Your shit's fire too, bro. All y'all shit's fire. For real.
It's a lot of editing involved, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a lot of editing involved. And, I mean, I'm gonna change it. It'll be there for another month and a half. And I'll come with something new like I always do.
I'll have something new for the season.
Yep, same. That the intro already have it. I was just waiting for the season, man.
Me and Loon got a fire intro coming for y'all, man. Never been done, never seen before, man. Y'all gonna, man. I'm just saying, man. Don't sleep on your Saturday nights coming to y'all, man.
Woo! Saturday night.
The Dirty Lunatic show is gonna be off the chain, man.
Hell yeah.
Friday, Saturday night. Friday and Saturday night, man.
If you guys stay up all night after they show, then you know I have a feeling there might be something fun in Sunday mornings before the games this year. I'm not sure yet, though.
I heard about that too. I wonder what it is. What can it be?
Are you doing some sun? Y'all doing some fun in the sun on Sunday morning?
I'm gonna talk to you behind the scenes, Dirty, because it's and Gabe, telling you, it's and critique. We gotta do something during the season too, bro. I'm trying to. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. This season's gonna be lit.
Hey, I'm all ears. You know what I'm saying? You got any ideas? Shit, let's put it together. It'd be awesome to get like a huge Raiders roundtable in between all of us and maybe a few other cats for pregame and postgame.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That would be tight.
I found a black market site. I'm just trying to figure out how it works. But I found a black market site to where I can show all the games and talk about it live at the same time.
There's no way. There's seriously that? What the fuck? Hey, you pull that off?
So,
bro, if you pull that off,
shit.
Watch out for copyright strikes.
There's no copyright. He's
gonna get 32 at a time.
There's no copyright involved. You know what I mean? It's a black market. It's a black web.
Legend.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up, dude. Yeah. That's player.
So I'm trying to figure out how all of it's gonna work, how I can get the link out, things of that nature. I can put the link out, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying I'm working on it right now. I may be able to just stream the game like boom. You know what I mean? Because it's all through my computer. And I watch the games through my computer.
See, I do too. I watch it on live stream. And I be going to them iffy ass sites too, but I don't care. I'm any way to watch the damn Raiders because you know we ain't gonna get no Raider games out here in Texas. No prime time
It's a
games,
new streaming site critique called Stream East. Check that one out.
Stream East. All right, I'll check that one out. I'm gonna write that down actually.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna make that a members only, and it don't matter what level of membership you on. You know what I mean? Be the $2.99 if you be on the $25 membership. I mean, the $25 membership is not up yet, but I'm still working on it. But that's the one that gets you in the raffle to win a bottle. You know what I mean? A custom bottle.
Ooh, nice.
The
ooh-wee. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you get a bottle no less than 750 millimeters. You know what I mean, of the alcohol of your choice. You know what I mean? But once I get that up and running and there's about 10 to 12, about 10 people in it, then I'll start the raffle. You know what I mean? Every single month. You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Dirty. This nigga said Twan said him and Big Shirley about to do something. Like, who is he, Cole?
No, but yeah, when it's all said and done, you know what I mean. When he was asked of, you know what I mean, his responsibilities, his answer was a wonderful answer. You know what I mean. I don't think it's no one man's job. You know what I mean, to get this defense in order. I think it does take everybody. You know what I mean. Yeah, when he was asked, you know, the very last thing Deron Harmon was asked, you know what I mean, was about this coaching staff and, you know, what really, you know, attracted him to being here. And, you know, he basically said he knew Chris Ash. He had met him at Rutgers, and he knew Mick Lombardi already, Dave Ziegler, Josh McDaniels, Patrick, you know what I mean? But he said the Raiders was the type of organization that I knew was the exact fit for me. What they're trying to do and build here is exactly what I wanted to be a part of. The way they want to win, and so do I. So, you know what I mean? That was the last statement he had made before he walked off. You know what I mean? But I thought that there was like a really big statement at the end. You know what I mean? This was because we all know that our organization has been in turmoil. You know what I mean? We've blamed the front office and you know, the past regimes for some awful things. You know what I mean? And the blame is rightly deserved. You know what I mean? They're the ones that made the decision. So the blame is rightly deserved, right? But for a new player to come in and speak of the new regime that I know he already has a rapport to with, you know what I mean? He knows them from previous time spent. But, you know what I mean? Still, to hear your organization spoke about like this when often it's not, you know what I mean? It's often spoken something different. But he basically said this is the exact fit, you know what I mean, for him. And he wants to be a part of a winning culture, which is what they're trying to bring to this franchise now, man. And I just really was like, I fully get an understanding of what it is we should be looking forward to. You know what I mean? I think that we should be looking forward to some winning years of football. Now they ain't gonna all be Super Bowls. I understand that, you know what I mean. Every year ain't gonna be a Super Bowl year, but at least playoffs every year with a couple of Super Bowls sprinkled in. I'm okay with that. Winning seasons where we win more than maybe 10 games. Because look, 10-game season is nice. But a 12 or 13 game season is even better.
That's a first round bye.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean it could be a first. You know, it could be a first round bye. It's definitely a high seed. Chance to host in a playoff game at home. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I was really pleased to hear somebody speak about our organization like that, because it's been a while since we've really heard good things about our franchise from anybody. You know what I mean? From anybody at all. You know, so it's a question that really hasn't been asked, you know, because they, you know, people weren't going to answer him. But when he was asked, you know, what made him decide to come here, that was his answer. You know what I mean? So I can definitely appreciate that, and I look forward to him balling out and teaching these young cats what a 10-year vet can bring to the table. You know what I mean? 10 years is a long time at defensive back.
Yeah, like I was saying before, man, there's not many safeties who make it 10 years in the league and still are able to play at least at an average level. You know what I mean? Normally after 10 years, they're getting smoked. So,
Yeah.
or they're riding the bench, and I'm talking like third, fourth string. You know what I mean? Like
Earl Thomas.
You know, Tyvon Branch didn't even make it in the league 10 years. If I remember right, I don't even think Tyvon Branch was there for 10 years. And that was actually one of my favorite safeties of recent past, you know? So,
Not an
yeah.
answer. Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson, man. Charles Woodson was in the league how many years? 16, 17 years? You know what I mean? And he started off at corner.
Raider Casper, I think because of the new regime, them being a playoff team last year, and them being in Vegas now, the new market, you know what I mean? They're always going to be televised. You know what I mean?
They're always going to be televised all through California.
All through California, all through the West Coast, Washington, Oregon, California, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico. You know what I mean? The Raider games will be televised throughout there because it's a market that
the Raider market
that is more revenue. More revenue comes through those games than most games. So
Ratings, all that.
Yeah. The ratings come through, the revenue comes through. People want to buy into the new Las Vegas Raiders.
Like
you know what I mean?
The Cowboys Raider game last year was like the most watched since like fucking, I don't know, 1990 something or something like that. Like fuck, the Raiders go.
It's been decades. Oh yeah.
So what I think they did was they renegotiated a new contract. It didn't end. They just renegotiated a new contract because that's really a market that they don't want to just dismiss. You know what I mean? Especially when they're winning.
Yep.
Especially when they're winning. And by them making the playoffs last year, you know, the team's worth went up. And then they got better this year. You know what I mean? So they definitely want to
What up, Bugsy?
What up, Bugsy?
Bro,
They're already number one, huh? I just seen a report the other day that they're number one in what, sales, tickets, something.
Our average ticket price is the highest.
Like they're
Yep,
not. They're
and
not
it's already
not most in ticket sales because we're like 9th in ticket sales, but they're like as far as revenue that the tickets bring in, we're number one.
Yeah.
Woo! Already.
go sniper. That's right. For sure.
Yep. That's why we all jumped on here too, bro, because I didn't have nobody to talk to about Raider football. There's like, you know, besides my chapter over here, you know what I mean? And there's like, that's 20 deep. But other than that, there really wasn't many people to talk with about Raider football. I mean, the great thing about being a Raider fan, though, is that there's Raider fans everywhere. So you will find somebody that you can talk football with. It's just when you're stuck over there in the Bay Area and the way all that ended up like that, yeah, you're going to be surrounded by them 40 Weiner fans.
Man.
You know what I mean?
No idea, bro. It's
pathetic,
bad.
ain't it?
It's bad. I can't go to the fucking grocery store without the meat clerk is a 49er fan. The dairy clerk is a 49er fan. The courtesy clerk is a 49er fan. The fucking cashier is a 49er fan. I'm like, bruh, I got 5 layers of shit I got to go through when I go in there on Sunday mornings.
You gotta go see all these fucking. I bet you go all rated out though. You like fuck these little.
Hell yeah. I go, yeah, bruh. I put on all my Raiders shit that I shouldn't even be wearing. I put on a Raiders big ass bomber jacket with some Raiders pajamas and some Raiders slippers and a Raiders hat. Just to have on all my shit.
There you go.
Hell yeah, you have to, dog, because that shit's fucking.
Well, hey, it's been fun, y'all, man. I gotta go ahead and go pass out, man. I'm starting to feel like terrible, but I appreciate y'all letting me jump on, man.
You taking anything for it? What are you taking for it?
NyQuil. The doctors didn't give a shit, dude. They were like, because me and my girl both got it, and
that Mucinex, that 1200 one, that one, like kind of clears you up, like kind of
Does it work?
kind of opens up your sinuses and shit like that, just so you can breathe better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it doesn't.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
It's not really affecting my breathing any, but it's like body aches and pains. And I just broke the fever. Like I've been carrying the fever for like 3 days. I finally broke that shit today. You know what I mean? But the body aches and pains are still there, and then I get lightheaded every once in a while.
Take a hot ass shower, then body aches. So it'll bring it down a little bit.
The tiredness is what fucks you up. That's what fucks you up. The tiredness shit. Like it just out of nowhere, you just get tired. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that fatigue that hits. You know what I mean? Like I was beasting an hour and 10 minutes ago. You know what I mean? But now it's like, fuck.
You're like, I could go. I could be up all night, and then like, fuck.
Yeah, pretty much. But Eric, it's good to see you, man. Hey, by the way, I want to thank everybody for shooting me up over 400. You know what I'm saying? It's the first time I actually, and special thanks to SC and Dirty for that, man, because if it wasn't for y'all, I probably would have never passed 400. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Raider Allegiance has a remedy for you too, right there. You see it?
Where's that? Coke. That's what my homie Nick told me too. He was like, when I caught it, he was like, the only thing I did was smoke weed and snort coke. I was like, that worked? He was like, yeah, 3 days I was good.
Wow.
Wow. That's great.
Wow.
That's
Allegedly.
What if the doctor could prescribe that shit? That'd be
It's them Smarties. It's them Smarties, bro.
It's some Smarties. You got to list it in the little kid way. It's the Smarties, man. Snort the Smarties. It's good. Anyway, I love y'all, bro.
This the shit I got to deal with in my family, man.
Oh, look at
that. Shit on Niners, damn.
Got that booger.
You see me over there, though, man. You see me over there, man.
Yeah. Oh,
but this shit I got to deal with in my family, bro. This the shit I got to deal with, man. All day, bro. All fucking day. That's the shit I got to deal with.
Man, that's just not right. That's just not right, man.
Bro.
It's just wrong.
Look, my family wear shit like this, bro. They just be out just.
49ers.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, you from Palo Alto? That's why though too. No, there's a lot of 49er fans out there.
Hell yeah, that's like just shit. That's a 15-20 minute drive.
Yeah.
Hey, that booger sugar, huh? Okay, forget that.
Booger sugar.
Yeah, that show get you right though. That show get you feeling good for a couple minutes.
He's like, no, the soda. This guy.
Hey, for all the people who remember me telling the story about my uncle and the outfit he had on, right? Yeah. This is my uncle right here, man.
Hell yeah.
This is the man who should not be dressing like a 25-year-old rock star, bro. I love my uncle to death, man. But if you watch, man, stop that shit.
Stop it.
You talking about ripped jeans and Jordans and Gucci shirts and shit?
This will make Raider Earn happy, man. I got to deal with this shit too.
Hey, it is what it is. You don't have to deal with it, bro.
Thank God I don't got to deal with that shit.
Until we don't win the championship, you Lakers fans got to deal with that shit. And you Clipper fans,
you had a 4-year drought. You had a 4-year drought.
You won Clippers fans. There it is out there.
I got to deal with that shit too, bro.
I got to deal with that shit too, bro.
You're lucky you were playing Boston, man. If you weren't playing Boston, I would have rooted for any other goddamn team on the other side.
It wouldn't have mattered. We still would have won. Boston was the toughest matchup we had. Or toughest possible finals opponent is what I was trying to say.
Oh, shit.
Hey, shit. Yeah.
Oh, look at Dirty. Look at Dirty. Look at that.
You're like, fuck yeah, I want one.
Is that even a question?
Yeah. What kind of fucking question is that?
Yeah, does Howdy Doody have wooden balls, bro? Come on. You know, fuck yeah.
No doubt, bro.
Who do I gotta kill?
You wouldn't even have to ask me twice, bro. I'll tell you right now, bro. You wouldn't even have to ask me twice, bro. Hell yeah, I take it extra, bro.
Yeah, then we all going, dog, because I got my ticket already.
I already got my
Shit.
tickets. You already know.
Man, look, I don't even care where we sit, man. You could tell me we had to pass out water, bro. I'd still fucking go, bro. I don't even yeah.
Hell yeah. I mean, shit, to be honest with you, just give me a tailgate pass. I'll be fucking right there in the parking lot with a big screen TV, hanging out with the family, throwing the football, eating good ass food.
That's just one
Hey, man. Hey,
And
I
probably
appreciate
fighting.
that.
You know what I
Probably
mean?
fighting.
So-
That, bro. I fuck around and go live right there too. SoFi, they gotta have good Wi-Fi, right?
God
Yeah,
damn.
it's
let's
all
say
right.
Houston
tight.
did.
It's tight. It's tight. It's in England. It's tight.
Hey, who's your phone carrier?
Nah, they got good service.
I have T-Mobile.
I got
Okay.
T-Mobile.
I got T-Mobile too. T-Mobile
It's
did real
good.
good out at
My
the
phone was
campsite.
good. My phone was good. It was
Oh,
good
okay.
enough.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm probably
Shit, we
just
all
gonna
got
vlog it
T-Mobile?
and then edit. I'm probably
Man.
gonna take videos and then edit it more. I don't think I could go live.
I got-
I could, but
He said that's for the channel, man. Look, bro, I greatly appreciate that. I do.
That's
I
what's
do.
up.
I was already gonna be at the game in the parking lot. You know what I mean? I was already gonna be at the game in the parking lot. I told Spicy and them that I'd be the first male guest that they had on their show. You know what I mean? So I was gonna do that in my show from the parking lot. But bro,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you got a ticket for me to get in, man, like that is more than greatly appreciated, bro. That is more than greatly appreciated. And if my merch is ready by then, man, I'm gonna bring you a merch basket.
hell yeah.
If my shit is ready by then, I'm gonna bring you a merch basket, bro. Because hey, look, that's greatly appreciated. Because I know that game gonna be on fire.
hmm
I
Man,
know
it-
that game gonna be on fire.
That's what
Yeah.
that would be the game that I'd want to go to. I'd want to go to both Charger games because you guys know how I feel about the Chargers.
Hey,
I wouldn't piss on the Chargers if they were on fire. So, you know
Hey,
what I mean?
September 11th.
Is that first week? Is that a Monday night game? Is that a primetime game?
Bro, it's
Prime
no
time
prime
game.
time. It's at 1 p.m. It's at 1 p.m.
September
Pacific
11th.
Standard Time, bro.
Yeah.
They tripping on that one.
Man.
Damn, they didn't put us at the primetime game?
It's not even prime time, bro.
Oh, that's
Actually,
stupid.
I'll tell you who's prime time. It's actually funny. I remember it was funny. Let me make sure.
You better
Yeah.
not get like Jacksonville and the Jets prime time. I'll be mad.
Hey, that's dope. He said I bought season tickets just for those two tickets. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Hey, cause look, he can make his money back by selling. Hey, look, I'm not.
Yeah.
Chargers. The Chargers are a way better team than they were in San Diego.
Yes, they were.
And LA,
Yeah.
LA is a huge market. You know what I mean? Let's
Not
not
just
forget,
that,
LA is a huge market.
Man.
And
It is.
they have a decent product to put on the field, so people are, going into the. He can make his money back.
He
You know what I mean? Selling the rest of those tickets.
Yeah,
Fact.
'cause you see all the visiting fans either way though. Like last year when they played the Steelers, you see how that was a good ticket to sell. And then when they played the Cowboys or the year that they played the Cowboys, that was a good ticket to sell. Like you got you can sell those tickets good for good money, especially you don't want to see either both of those teams. It's easy to sell it, making money back.
Hey, and Joseph Soto said the NFL will change primetime games for revenue. Don't even trip on it. You know, after what we saw week 18 last year, they need to have both of those games at primetime because
That Chiefs game, if you see on the schedule, it says to be determined. That one's gonna be a prime time. It's
Richard
gonna be
Lyon,
prime
my
time.
boy, what's good with you, family? What's
But
good,
that's
Mr. Rich?
Richard
The
Lyon,
Sunday,
what's up, homie?
the Sunday night on week 1 is the Bucks and the Cowboys. That's the one I'm just like, I understand the
good
Monday
game.
night one. I understand the Monday night. The Monday night is Seattle and Broncos. So Russell Wilson returns to Seattle. All that.
But
bullshit.
that game
Seattle's
that
gonna be
game
ass this year.
yeah, they
Yeah,
write
but you know it's the whole
narratives.
Russell Wilson back to Seattle type of deal. Pete
It is
Carroll
the
versus
Cowboys too, and it is Tom Brady, so they will
You know.
create revenue. They will create revenue, so it's like
you're gonna give him a little something. You
Yeah.
feel?
Hey, E, you going to Raider Palooza?
Which E?
Eric. Are you gonna drive down here for Raider Palooza?
Wait, for
Ern?
what?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm strongly considering it.
both of
Raider
chicken,
Palooza?
Seriously?
Oh, Raider Palooza.
Raider
It
Palooza
went
at
over my head.
Boca Chica.
both of
At
chicken.
Boca
Next
Chica
next
State
Saturday.
Beach. Not this
Wait,
Saturday.
what?
Saturday.
My brother told me about it. He said he might go, and I might go with him. I think.
Wait, where's it at?
Bosa Chica State Beach.
I'll let
Where
you know.
the
I'll
fuck
let you know.
It's
It's
down
fine.
here.
You say-
down here in Orange County.
You said
Beach.
balls. You said balls and cheeks, State Beach.
Bosa Chica.
Boca Chica.
Bosa
Oh.
Chica.
It's
I was
like,
like, what the hell?
it's like in between Huntington and like Long Beach
Yeah.
and shit like right there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Damn, he
that's-
said he got section 439, 50-yard line. Hey, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's good.
That's a good
seats,
one,
bro.
That's a good one.
That's a
one.
good seat. That's a good
That's a
seat.
good one. That's a good one.
That's
a good one.
killer, man. Hell yeah.
He said 600 for the Cowboys game. Wow.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Like
600.
you can make that money back, dog. Like when you get those tickets, because people will pay it, because like the fucking Cowboy fans that come in from Dallas and shit like that, or you get the Cowboy
They're
fans
desperate. Yep.
Yeah.
Desperate.
And for that seat, bro,
Hey,
hey,
That's a good one, dog, because it's not because they have 5 levels, so you're not all the way up on top. You're still, and then you're on the 50-yard line. That's perfect.
that's perfect.
Hey.
Look,
and if you got the money, who doesn't want to go and attend a game in Las Vegas?
Facts.
Oh yeah. This
I'm
is
saving
LA.
rent.
This
Yeah.
was gonna be in LA. This one, the one that he's talking about is LA. But yeah, fucking Vegas is a fucking beautiful thing.
I gotta go
went-
to a Vegas game,
I
man.
was able to go. I was fortunate enough to go to 2 games last year. That shit was fucking badass. Dog.
I'll be right back.
man.
I got to see the Ravens game, dog. Opening night, fucking Ravens, fucking Monday night.
That one's lit.
That
He said
one was
SoFi ain't that great. It's not. Hey, look, we got the best stadium in the league, hands down.
Yep.
We got the best stadium in the league, hands down. Now, I know some people said the Wi-Fi geeked on them a little bit, but I had no issues with my Wi-Fi at all when I took the tour, and we were in the basement.
that stadium is amazing, dog.
That stadium is off the chain. It
The
looks
fucking
beautiful when you drive by. It's
And then the
gorgeous on
background
the
that you
inside.
get, that with that big ass fucking window that they have, like you get the strip of fucking Vegas right there, like
That view,
Yeah.
yeah.
badass, bro. That
That shit is beautiful, man.
that's gorgeous.
Hey, that motherfucker even looks nice just flying in from the bay. You look out the window and be like, that motherfucker is amazing. Just from looking out the plane flying past it.
And it was less than half of what fucking SoFi costs.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
fuck,
But
Yeah.
how many seats is SoFi? SoFi is what, like 80,000 seats, I
like
think?
we got like 65, somewhere
That's
around
not
there.
too far off.
Well, they had to have room for the 2 biggest
Well, they have
bull teams in the league because they had to share a stadium, and that's
But
what
not
the Phillies
that,
ain't got
well,
to do no more.
Not only that, they had to make that stadium huge because they're hosting the Olympics there.
yeah.
No, and
They had to take that in consideration when they built it.
Well, they host a lot of soccer games there too, right?
The
I'm
extra
not sure.
system that they have though is just like it's horrible seating, dog. Because like if you sit up there, it's like you can barely see the fucking. You're on top of the big ass screen that they have, so like that's just basically like in your face. So you're like I'm basically almost on top of that screen. The players look like fucking ants and shit. Like it's like they just made it for more seats and more money because you can't really see them up there.
Hey, I don't care where I sit in the stadium. I told you, bro, if I had to pass out water,
But 439 is still one level before the top.
fine, man. It don't even matter to me. Don't even matter to me at all. Just to be able to see the game, cheer my squad on, you know what I mean, and interact with some more fans, man. I love it.
Yeah.
And
Here
no
in
more
LA,
crazy
too.
lightning strikes.
Scotty Waddy,
no
what it
more
do,
weird
bro?
Lightning strikes.
That's
What's
fucking
good,
crazy.
fam?
It's like the fucking the stadium's only open like on one side. It has a pretty much a dome over it, but they had a lightning strike lightning they stopped the game. No, it was like a lightning delay.
A lightning delay.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hated that, bro. Oh my
Hey.
god, going home after the loss with bolts, lightning bolts all over. Oh hell no.
Go, I don't care if
Chargers,
it's,
lightning
I don't
bolts,
care if it's the
goddamn.
last seat in the last row. It don't bother me, bro. It don't bother me at all. Cause I'm one of them people. I don't sit in my seat anyway. You know what I mean? I stand. I find an area where I can stand. It don't matter what level it is. You know what I mean? I stand and I watch the game. I don't sit down anyway. You know what I mean? Like I said, just long. If I just get in the building, I'm good. Trust me, I'm good. I find a section that never sit down and just stand there and cheer with them the whole fucking time, bro.
Just fucking blend in like you're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
The 400 level is cool. 500 level. The 400 level is cool. The 500 level is where it's like, fuck.
Once I'm in the building, I'm in the building. I don't give a fuck.
I would say we do that at the A's games, but the A's games, all you gotta do is just pay for a bleacher seat or upper seat ticket. And you walk right down to the front because ain't nobody there.
Nobody there.
Walk all the way down to the bottom.
Man, that's sad.
Ain't nobody saying.
They want you to come on down so it looks like the stadium is more full on TV.
Hey, so that way
Hey,
the fucking
Raider, what's good with you, fam?
Or either they'll be like, you only got to take care of one spot.
Yeah, man. I just, like I said, I just get in the building, bro. Once I'm in the building, I'm fine. I'm good from there.
For real, Joseph, that's me too, bro. Like everybody to be telling me, like, why don't you just sit down? I can't, dog. Like,
no, I can't.
I watch the game at home, I'm standing up like this in front of the fucking TV.
Yep.
That's why I watch it by myself in the backyard too. Sometimes I'll be like
yelling at that motherfucking TV too. You know.
Hey, that'd be my first. No, that wouldn't be my first game watching them. It'd be my first regular season game watching them in LA. In a long time since they played here.
That's
you know what I mean? Since they played here.
Hey, we're gonna watch them in LA.
Since the bowl game. That's the last time I seen the Raiders play in LA. Regular season game was the bowl game. Now I did watch them play in the Coliseum when they came and played the Rams a couple of years ago. I took my son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like regular season game, I haven't seen them play in LA since the bowl game.
Look at Raider Casper what he said. He said that there were like 13 people in Oakland today for the doubleheader.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, just move in Vegas. Just move to Vegas, bro.
13. That's
Nobody wants to go to that fucking raggedy ass stadium, bro. I don't give a damn. Even if the team's doing good,
dude, do you know AAA ball gets more than 13 people in the stands?
The classroom has more than 13
They
people.
probably have a nicer fucking stadium too.
Yep.
It was 13. It was 13 opposite team fans too.
me and Ern already know because our team's the A's, and we know that nobody gonna show up in that condemned ass stadium.
Nobody. You can damn near get a fucking ticket for $2 or at that motherfucker.
Wow.
Right.
If the game time is 105, you let 12:45 come, and them scalpers still got them seats. You get them for like $3 or $4.
People.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised there's fucking scalpers.
Yeah, they're getting ripped off, man. They're like, damn, I spent $50 on these tickets.
I haven't been out there in a minute, so I haven't actually seen scalpers. I was just assuming, you know what I'm saying?
Like standing out here in this fucking heat. Fucking fuck these fucking tickets. I throw them out on the floor.
Hey, Ghost Sniper has a question. He wants to know what's y'all favorite Raider memory moment? It could be watching on TV or at a football game.
Shit.
There's so many. Fuck. Let me think.
Yeah. There's so many. You know, I might not be able to pinpoint my very best moment, like what made me like so happy about it, but I can tell you what really knocked my dick in the dirt was when Rich Gannon got nailed. And I remember that shit. My heart went down into my stomach when that happened. Like I can always remember the more negative things, and I can never remember the positive things. You know what I mean? I think the only thing I ever got close to that was when Derek Carr went down with a broken ankle.
Oh God!
I got a favorite memory. I would say for me, fuck, dog. That's a lot, dog. But like, last year game was cool, but fuck. I would say that because I haven't really got to experience a fucking Super Bowl, so I would say last year that opening game was fucking badass, dog. Like just the whole experience because we were there early, fucking tailgating, just fucking around with all the fucking Ravens fans, fucking get to them and shit, and like it was cool. That show was cool as fuck. Oh, and then the oh shit, the Pittsburgh game too. Being last year at fucking at Heinz Field when Ruggs caught that touchdown, that was a badass fucking memory, dog. When Ruggs caught that touchdown deep, that shit was like the whole fucking stadium shut the fuck up, dog. You could hear me yelling through the whole stadium. Like I was yelling my ass off, dog, and people were like, sit down. I was like, nah, fuck that. I was fucking up, dog. Like there was these fucking that shit was amazing, dog. And then just after the game, just talking shit to like even like not talking shit, but like like the heckler shit, like they were selling the terrible towels outside of the stadium after, and I was like, hey, how much is that toilet paper? They were looking at me, they were like, say toilet paper? I was like that shit was fucking hilarious though, dog. They were just giving like dirty looks. Some of them would like laugh. Some of them would fucking give me these fucking dirty ass fucking looks, dog. It was just, that was cool too. Pittsburgh was cool.
Yeah. So one would be taking my sons to their first game. You know what I mean? Even though it was a preseason game, but when I took my sons to the Rams game, that's one for me that stands out. Always a standout at the top. But my other one would be the Latavius Murray run against Kansas City. You know what I mean? And I think that was a Christmas game. You know what I mean? Christmas Eve. It was Christmas Eve. I believe it was a Christmas Eve game. You know what I mean? And that Latavius Murray run that sealed the deal. You know what I mean? I think, that's one of my favorite all times. You know what I mean? Because I was like, man, it's Christmas Eve, bro. Like, I'm not trying to come into Christmas with a loss, bro. Like, I need a win for Christmas, bro. That's all I wanted that year for Christmas was just a win over Kansas City. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
I can retract mine, man, because when I went to Houston, and I did a few videos when I was in Houston at that game, we lost that game, but just being in the parking lot, and I mean, literally, when Raiders show up, they show up. I'm talking, we had that whole parking lot blacked the fuck out. There wasn't many Houston fans at all. You know what I mean? It did feel like I was literally at a home game for the Raiders in Houston. And I mean, that experience right there was actually really badass. I mean, that was probably the best experience I ever had. And I only spent $30 to get that damn ticket. And I was so full and so drunk by the time fucking I left there. I mean, it was totally worth it. And I also got to meet all kinds of new people. Actually met Watts. I met a few of my subscribers out there, which was really cool. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a really cool environment. Going to a Raiders game is unlike going to any game I've ever been to ever. I've been to baseball games. I've been to wrestling events. You know what I mean? But when you show up to a Raider game and you show up wearing your colors, bro, it's just like you embrace everybody because it's all your family there. They're all right there. And I mean, whether we won or lost, which we did lose that game, it was still one of the best experiences I've ever experienced as being a Raider fan. That's for sure.
Hey, real quick. Hey, shout out to our brother Terrence. If we can, y'all know how I do, man.
What up, T?
Man, do me a small favor, man. Remove your hats, chat, panel. Have a moment of silence for our brother Terrence, please. Appreciate that. Hey, Terrence, love you, bro. Much love to you, man. Call me if you need me, man. Call me if you need me.
We love you, Terrence.
Love you, Terrence, man. Take care of yourself, bro.
Love you, bro.
JT, my dude, what's good, fam? What's good with you, man?
Hey, Dirty. So
What's up?
I have a favorite moment and a favorite play from Raiders history. Just off the top of my head, with only a few minutes to think about it. So my favorite play, you remember that game against the Denver Donkeys, probably about 97, 98. I think we're playing in Oakland, and motherfucking Napoleon Kaufman runs like right between the guard and the center and busts it for like 74 yards right up the middle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
So that's my
I wasn't
favorite
even
play.
I wasn't even a thought.
Reverend
So,
Kaufman.
so Eric, are you trying to say you're a thought now?
No.
You don't.
Shit, I'm 20, bro. I'm about to turn 21.
You're a thought. Get it? A thought.
Oh, shut up. Hey, but real talk, man.
Hey, my favorite moment is when we won the AFC Championship against the Titans in Oakland to go to the Super Bowl. That shit was dope as fuck.
Hey, Eric was still swimming around in his dad. balls and shit.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's been a lot of things that have happened in the last 2 decades for me. But
Be out.
some
What's
people-
good?
What's gonna be out? But freaking what was that?
Brad Laps, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, fam.
My favorite moment was the same thing as Raider at Lizette. It's Charles Woodson's last game in January. I believe it was January 4th or 3rd in 2016. He was my favorite player growing up. I mean, shit, there was not many, but there was the Namdis and all them, and Branch. I liked them a lot from the safety position. Khalil Mack, Derek Carr, of course. A couple others. But for me, it's specifically Charles Woodson, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I shed a tear when he was done. I was like, when I heard in 2015 when he announced he was gonna retire that last season, and then in 2016 when he played in January his last game, I was like, damn. The fact that we lost it too, I was pissed. We lost to the goddamn Chiefs by like a touchdown, and that shit pissed me off. But I mean, hey, the guy, I don't know, forever a Raider, man. In my fuck Green Bay.
Hey, Gravy. Hey, yeah, that is a smack, bro. That is putting the smack down, bro. 39-6. Yeah, that's putting the smack down. But it's flag football, bro. You know what I mean? Anybody can win. Doesn't matter what country it is, bro. It's about the game of flag football. You know what I mean? I didn't get a chance to see it. I actually forgot it was on. But
the World Championship star or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go take another look at it. I'm gonna have to go watch it. You know what I mean? It'd probably be better to watch it on YouTube anyway. No commercials.
Yep.
Straight game, no commercials. So our boy G King, Dahia says Beast Mode dancing after TD was dope.
Yeah.
Favorite play is the long run for Marcus Allen in the Super Bowl versus the Redskins.
Ooh,
Hey, I still watch that play.
One.
I still watch that play. Anytime I want to get hype, I'll watch that play. You know what I mean? He went left, bounced off the tackle, went right, spun around, and straight up the damn field. It was just poetry in motion.
Yeah.
Dodgers team.
There's Bo Jackson running over Brian Bosworth. Yeah, I remember that one.
That was crazy.
I definitely remember that one. Oh, that you would like to know who won the Dodger game, Terrence? Would you like to know who won the Dodger game, Terrence?
Yeah, the Dodgers almost blew that shit in the 7th inning, bro. They gave up a grand slam. These motherfuckers was tripping.
And then they got a 3-run homer right after that.
Yeah.
Dodgers.
Thank you, Mookie Betts, MVP.
Yeah, that'd be the boys in blue.
Hey, Trace Thompson, Clay's brother, dog, hit a triple to tie the game because we were losing 6-5 actually, and then Trace Thompson hit a triple to tie it, and then Mookie hit a fucking 3-run homer.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, Jonathan Taylor, that was a good moment too, man. I remember that moment. I also remember the moment when I walked into a store right before Super Bowl Sunday, and there was 2 Bucks fans, and then the rest of them were Raider fans. And the Bucks fans were like, "We're gonna win," and the whole store erupted in laughter. And then that fucking night, we got our asses whipped, and that was, God, that was painful. I hope that we don't have to experience that again. I really want to win. I want, and not just 1 Super Bowl, not just 2 Super Bowls. I want 5. You know what I mean? With the way that this team is set up, we could win 3 easily. You know, but we got to get that first one done first. And as long as we can do what we got to do, man, this team's going to be great. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't go to the Super Bowl this year, I'm guaranteeing we're going next year. But I've got real high hopes, man. I think that us talking about the losing ways of this team is just about done. For real. I think this dynasty is coming.
Mhm.
I think we're finally going to get
I
it.
agree.
Oh yeah, it should definitely be fun and entertaining for
Fucking
years to come.
Dodgers are only like a game behind the Yankees now, dog, for like best overall record.
Hey, how many games are we ahead of the Giants? I just want to know real quick.
Let's just see. Bro. Let's see that real quick. Just to like
About 14, 15 now.
Yep,
16?
yep. 14. I think we're at 14.
14.
Oh, that's it.
I haven't seen
Yeah, I
none of
feel
the
like-
Giants fans, bro. Jack Henna, like where's he at?
All right,
He
y'all. Well,
showed
I'm
up
really
for a
getting
hot
out of here
second.
this time. I'll
Push up
see
critique.
y'all later, bro. I've been sitting
All
here
right,
chilling
critique.
with. I gotta fucking go, dog. Later on, catch my channel right here on YouTube. You can look me up at The Raider Critique and
Hell
enjoy
yeah.
the panel. Enjoy my brothers, and hey, just win, baby. We on it.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night.
Be smooth, bro. Have a good night.
Y'all
Yeah.
too, man. Appreciate
Later,
y'all
bro.
having me on.
Always, man.
Yeah, the Dodgers are just, and don't be surprised if we just get better by the All-Star. I mean, by the fucking trade deadline too. What
We
they're gonna
just
get,
beat them with
they're gonna
we,
get some
we,
people-
we just beat we just beat them with their 5th best pitcher, starting pitcher.
and then we got Dustin May coming back. Walker Buehler still coming back after they took the bone spurs.
Chris
from
Taylor
his
ain't
elbow.
even playing.
Chris Taylor's coming back. Like, we're stuck. The Dodgers are gonna be good. One trip. Ain't gonna- Juan Soto ain't going to the Mets. Juan Soto ain't going nowhere.
To the show. Those Astros are probably banging on trash cans again.
Gonna ask for a lot of fucking money to get. They're gonna ask for a lot of fucking draft picks. and
Hey,
shit.
go sniper, man. Look, for us cats down here in Southern California, man, it's blue all day, man. You know what I mean? It's Dodger blue all day for us, man. That's what we do, man. It's Dodger ball down here. You know what I mean? The Angels, they got a little bit of love over there in Orange County, but man, in LA,
Bro,
man,
did you see the 2 games in Anaheim? It was
Yeah.
all fucking blue.
yeah.
It's fucking the whole stands was blue.
Dude, you know how much
I
an
ain't gonna
Angels
lie,
ticket
bro.
is,
Look.
bro? It's like $10.
Shit. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I go to LA all the time, and everywhere I go in LA, you see somebody with a fucking Dodgers hat. You don't see no Angel shit nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's rare if you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like
Once
really
again,
fun.
man, Red Cup gang in the building, man. Red Cup gang in the building, man.
I got water. Well, there's no more water. But
That's
Oh,
my new
look at
thing,
Raider.
man.
Raider dude ticket was there. Look at, he was at the fucking Dodgers fucking Angel game. He said it was all
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Shit.
mean, if you look at Angel games, bro, it's been all visitors like for a while. You know what I mean? Because look, people come in. Disneyland is right there.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So they fly in, they see their game. You know what I mean? The next day they go to Disneyland, they have some fun, and then they fly back home. If it's two games, then they catch both of them. Right? So yeah. It's
I want to
always
go
a
to a
trip.
San Diego game. I want to go to a
The
Petco
Angel
Park.
Stadium is one of the nicer stadiums, bro. Like, why the fuck they don't? You know what I mean? I don't
It
know.
ain't that nice.
It's not.
You know
They
what
make
it
that
is?
motherfucker look nice on TV.
Yeah, you know what it is though. It's like just like I guess it's just I don't want to be like stereotypical, but it's just
I know what you're
the,
gonna say.
the different hoods. Like I guess in Orange
I
County,
knew what you're gonna say. Yeah, yeah.
like it's more
You'll notice it.
up vibe in like in Dodger games. It's more up vibe beat. Like everything is like always like in the stands, always somebody yelling or like just fucking heckling or something. And at Angel Stadium, dog, it's more like it's just
Okay.
like it's
Okay.
like just like a different.
It's like a golf crowd.
Yeah, like it's just way different. The vibe is just way different, dog. It's just, and I don't know. You just
Their
can't
tickets are so cheap, bro. It's crazy that they
Yeah,
can
they
even
do.
fill it up
They pump fake fan noise through the speakers.
Hell no.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I've never been to Angels Stadium, like inside.
I've been to Angel Stadium like 3, maybe 4 times. It's not that nice of a stadium, bro. Dodger Stadium is way better.
You know what
Oh,
that makes it
I
look
love
nice
it.
on TV? The rocks in the center field and shit.
Yeah.
like that. Fountain.
Their outfield is nice.
But
Their outfield is nice, but the stadium itself, Dodger Stadium, is better.
I thought they just built that stadium not too long ago, like 20 years,
Nah,
15 years ago.
That's the stadium the Rams played in, bro.
So what, they just renovated and just threw some rocks in the outfield, made it look different?
Yep. Yeah.
Man, all this time I thought they gave them a whole new stadium all this time.
It was a big time renovation. I mean, at that time, it cost them like almost $100 million to renovate it. But I mean, it was not new.
Okay, my fault.
That's the old Ram Stadium.
Oh shit.
The old Big A, or the Big A is still there.
Yeah, Big A is still there. That's the old Angels Ram Stadium.
Yep.
They just did a renovation. That's all it was. But the stadium is not that is. It's a cool stadium, but Dodger Stadium older and still way better.
You know where you can see that stadium still at Angels in the Outfield, the movie, the old stadium.
Yeah, that's
You
the
see
same
old
stadium.
still, yeah, that's still the same stadium.
Oh,
too.
you could barely see it, but that's $8 a ticket right there. Maybe
For
a
the
little bit.
Angels.
So about
You know
12.
what you think that was expensive? Or the 2 Dodger games? The 2 Dodger games, you had to pay like $90 to go because all the Dodger fans were buying all the fucking tickets.
Yeah.
So it's like, but all the other games you buy them for that much, dog. You could go to a fucking Angel game for that much, $8.
Shit.
This is a mystery bobblehead night. $9. So it comes out to like 12, 13 for a bro. Like,
Oh, let it be a Tuesday. Let it be a Tuesday, and they're giving a bobblehead out at a fucking Dodger game, dog, and it's still like $70 a ticket, $60 a ticket, and shit for $40 a ticket. Yeah, like to sit way up top still, like
Damn.
because there's a lot of fucking. That's why the
Well, I
Dodgers
mean,
are.
they are like the top 3 team in the league. You know what I mean? It's them, the Yankees, and the Astros.
And they've been number one in like sales and tickets for years straight. Because of the
You can make money buying Dodger tickets and shit stadiums and selling them.
just because of the amount of the seats that the Dodgers are one of the bigger baseball stadiums. They sit almost 60,000.
And then probably sell that motherfucker out every night.
Almost. That's what's crazy. They average like 48,000.
Hey, Gilbert Iglesias sold out Dodger Stadium for his latest Netflix performance.
Yeah, can you imagine they average 48,000? There's some fucking stadiums that don't even fucking fit 40,000 in their stadium. They feel like 38. They average 48. They're like compared to 13.
And it's an old stadium with renovations. That's all it is.
Yeah.
An old stadium that's just been renovated.
Fucking beautiful stadium, though, man.
I've never been
I love
to a
that
playoff.
stadium, bro. It's so open.
Yeah.
It's so open, bro. You know what I mean? The whole
Anywhere you
stadium
can
is open. No matter where you sit, it's a good seat.
Hey,
You can
bro,
see the field.
it's hot than a motherfucker in my house. I'm over here sweating, about to die and shit. So I'm about to slide. I gotta go outside and cool off. I'm gonna listen to y'all. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Peace out, man.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. When I went to my first playoff game last year when we played the Giants, bro, and it was the atmosphere, bro.
oh,
Yeah, way
fucking
better than regular season, bro. Shit,
games like that, dog, like playoff
dude.
games, those are fucking crazy.
I think I still
They
have
give
them.
they gave all those little towels and shit. So everybody's in the fucking stadium just, fucking just going crazy when something good happens and shit. That shit was cool. Yeah, they give those. So when people are fucking just twirling those motherfuckers around and you see the
It
whole
was
fucking
lit, bro.
stadium, you see the whole stadium just fucking. That's just crazy, dog.
It was lit, bro. Bro. It looked like a sea of blue, bro, with these towels going like that, bro. And then the home runs, it got crazy. It got
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I enjoyed it so much, man. That was my first time in a playoff game, going to one.
That's I was at a Raider game in San Diego.
Hell yeah.
Because it's green, but that's where we were sitting.
The fucking stadium's like
The field, yeah.
Yeah. I know I got Dodgers in here somewhere. 'Cause we go to those games too.
Those games are fucking badass. Fucking Dodgers and Raider games are just. Dude. It's just different. Like when you walk into Dodger games, like you hear
Hey,
the
look.
whole
Hey, you see what's on the ground?
opening day.
Oh yeah. Wait. Oh yeah.
Hey, the fucking just like when you walk in and you hear like the organs and shit like that, like it's just the smell, like the stadium, like you fucking smell like all the fucking food and shit. It's different when you're at a Dodger game, dog. It's just you get that Dodger vibe, dog. Like the organs, like that shit.
To be in there, to be in the stadium on like opening day, bro. Come on, man. And those tickets was free.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
And you're gonna
I
get
believe. I don't remember. No, I can't remember how I don't even remember how I got up there. I just remember being there.
Dodgers.
That was at the game, bro.
That was when you were with Pyro, no?
Nah. This was the playoff game last year.
Oh, that was the playoff game last year.
Yeah, bro. I even caught. I think it was a Bellinger's home run against the Giants. But it's loud as hell. But I can't. That shit. Crazy.
Damn, that shit.
I'm trying to. I told myself this year I was gonna go to every California game, like the Angels, but I missed that one. San Diego's, there's still a chance at San Francisco. I want to go to both of those. I want to go to Oracle Park and Petco. It's still possible. We play them in the last month, like back to back to back.
With San Diego.
Mm-hmm. San Diego and the Giants.
Giant game for sure, because that's why I want to go on Saturday.
Hey, Frisco got a nice ballpark. I won't.
That's
I
what I'm
won't
saying.
lie.
I want to go. Yeah,
I do.
Frisco has a nice ballpark. It really is nice, but it's still not Dodger Stadium. It's just not Dodger Stadium. One of the best parks to play in. I'm sorry. The background is lovely. You know what I mean? The location of where it sits is great. And when you get in, there's not a bad seat in the house.
Yeah.
Not a bad seat nowhere in the house. You can't say that for a lot of parks, bro.
Hell no.
I've been to a couple of ballparks. You can't say that for a lot of ballparks. But Dodger Stadium, there's not a bad seat in the house. You can see the field clear as day.
Especially for being so big, like it's like you would be surprised that you could see good everywhere. Like everywhere you can see good. Like and Angel Stadium fits way less, and there's some places where it's like you can barely fucking see the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and one of the oldest, Raider Goon. It's one of the oldest stadiums too, and it's still ahead of its time.
Chavez Ravine.
You know what I mean? With seating.
Yeah. And what I like about it now though is like they made it to where you could walk around the whole stadium now. Like
Yeah.
remember before, like
Oh, yeah.
when you were in the pavilion, you were just like in the pavilion. That's it, the pavilion area. Now you can walk around everywhere. Now, like in that center field, they have all that new fucking food court shit and all that shit, like the play area for the kids. Like that shit's Dodger Stadium's getting crazy. Like the bars that they have at the end of the fucking pavilions, like to watch the game and just chill. That's just Dodger Stadium is fucking badass.
Still love to give me some nachos in the hat.
Nachos, fucking Dodger dog. Have to get a fucking Dodger dog, of course.
It's a must. It's a
So
must.
much. The only thing is that it's fucked up that like now it's not Farmer John anymore. They lost the
Yeah.
Farmer John. I guess they ain't the sponsors of the Dodger dogs no more.
Hey, look, hey, that you couldn't ask for a more priceless moment than that, man. You know what I mean? To take the ball out to the man, hey, can't ask for a more priceless moment than that, man. That is some gangster shit, Gangster Raider. It is.
6.
Man, hell yeah.
2017, right?
Hey, Terrence, we honestly know that you hate the Boston Red Sox, bro.
Hey, I would love to go to that stadium too.
Yeah, I would love to see that stadium too. I want to see that wall that they rave about so much.
Oh, that stadium.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I know the history. Yeah.
yeah, like fucking the Green Monsters are like that shit is like yeah. Like it's crazy how you could how they make those stadiums nowadays. Have you seen those like little league parks, the Field of Dreams, where they make like replicas of stadiums, and they always have fucking Fenway because Fenway's always been one of those parks that's like they have the Green Monster on that side. Dog. It's like you have to hit it high.
Wrigley's
Was
another one.
Hold on, was that the game? Was that the game that went to 1:30 a.m. in the morning?
Oh yeah, the 19 innings, like 18 innings, 17 innings. That thing was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that game went to like 1:30, bro. I was watching the whole thing. I'm like,
just for us to fucking lose, bro.
I watched that whole fucking thing.
The next game, yeah.
Dude.
Got destroyed the next game.
Fucking banging on trash cans and shit.
Man. Who moving
took
out?
Him the game, took him to game 7 with cheating. Shit.
You said they're closing the Farmer John and Vernon.
Yeah, that's
moving out of Cali.
All of those people are getting fucking laid off, and like people that have been working there for 30
Hey, you know what? That's fucked up.
22 years, 23 years are getting laid off. They're gonna be like, fuck, that's fucked up, dog. Like,
Raider Down Under, what's good with you, Ozzy?
What up, Ozzy?
FALV, what's good with you, man? Salute to you, family. What's good, man?
Shit, it's already fucking midnight, dog. Damn.
But yeah, that's fucked up that they're moving. What are they gonna do with that land now? Those factories, bro. That's all factories over there, bro.
Yeah, Vernon. Yep, Vernon.
I mean, that's a factory district.
All right there.
Look, I'm telling you, bro. If the price of land wasn't so damn expensive in California, man, you could really develop some of these places into something else. You know what I mean? But because the cost, that's why they're moving. The cost of living here and to operate business is so damn high because of what voters vote on. You know what I mean? Like,
hopefully, G King. Hopefully, I mean that's the only thing is like with developers. With developers nowadays, they sell to certain people. You know what I mean? So hopefully, a black or brown owned can get into that factory and open up their own thing. Is just we still living in that time still where developers only sell to certain people.
but what are we gonna package in there? You know what I mean, what are we gonna sell? You know what I mean? Do we gotta figure out how to do business with black and brown owned farms. You know what I mean? Like, gotta figure out where they are. Do business with them.
Yeah.
Gotta get our trucks. You know what I mean? Things of that like. You know, so it's a lot that go into it, and I would love to see it happen.
Startup foundation, yeah.
But yet again, it could be done, but it's gonna be a hefty price tag. It's gonna be a hefty price tag.
If Farmer John's moving out of there, it's for fucking Farmer John been losing a lot of business.
Hey, they've been in that factory for years.
Years.
They've been in that factory.
I seen that shit coming out. I seen that shit come out on fucking news the other day.
Is that not one of the? Isn't that one of the original factories?
Yeah. Farmer John,
Yeah, man. That yeah, it's expensive to be here. And then the top farms really are outside of California these days. You know what I mean? Oregon, places like that. You know, Oregon and New Mexico, where I mean, Wyoming, place where there's a lot of, you know, land to roam and things of that nature. But because on my way up to the campsite, man, farms that you used to see, they're not there anymore. You know what I mean? They're not there anymore. A lot of these farms are now relying on hay and vegetables and stuff like that, but you don't really see livestock. You know what I mean? I used to see livestock farms driving up to the bay. You would see them all through there. Once you pass through the Grapevine, you see all this livestock farms on both sides. You don't see that anymore. You know what I mean? So if the meat source ain't here and I gotta bring it from other states to package it here just to send it back out to other states, well, why don't I just move to those states, save me costs, and ship it out from there? It's cheaper. Now, what I think some of these companies should do is for the employees that have been there for, so let's say 15 years, 16 years, you know, give them a little something. But for the ones that have been there for maybe 3 to 5, don't really have any ties to California, offer them a job there. Get them in a nice little apartment for a couple of months until, you know what I mean, everything start moving and grooving, and then they can pay their own rent. But, you know what I mean, at least you kept some people around to run your factory the way you know what I mean? So, but I don't think they'll do, I don't know if they do that for the guys that are in the factory. Maybe some of the managers or something like that, they may have given them that offer. But
you see that shit Hefe posted? In Texas, a bunch of farm animals are dying just from the heat. Damn. So hot it.
Hey, yeah, those fires did mess up a lot of the agriculture in Cali. You know what I mean? Raise the prices on a lot of things.
That shit, look at Raider Casper, look at over 90 years it's been there, dog.
Yeah. 2,000 jobs, bro, and 90 years it's been there, bro. Yeah, 2,000 people out of work.
They say that they're fucking forcing people to retire early. Forcing people to retire early because they only have like 22 years in there and shit. So like they're gonna get cut off, being forced to retire early so they don't get their full pension. It's fucking just fucked up. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna fucking call it a night too. I'm fucking gotta go.
I'm about to run off too. Like I said, I'm not trying to get into the 3-hour mark, but the 2-hour mark is just fine, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate you pulling up.
Sure, man.
Have a good one. Let them know where they can find you before you roll out.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Raider Gabe, man. You just like that, the way it's on the screen. Raider Gabe, and for sure, man. I'm be back soon. Shit, we can be, doing that smoke out hour again, where we talk about everything, chilling, and then most of all, we talk about the Raiders, dog. So especially with all the everything coming in soon. Fucking season coming in. Just stay tuned, dog. We got big shit coming. All of us together and shit, but they're just chilling. But on
For
that
sure.
note, y'all have a good night. Fucking peace out,
Have a
man.
good one, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. Stay up.
Later. Yeah, but it's crazy. Also, you know what I mean, somebody else that we uh saw take the podium was our boy Foster Moreau. Our boy Foster Moreau took the podium. He had a couple of things to say, you know what I mean, about this team that he's a part of right now. Said big thing this year is accountability. We are striving to eliminate the small miscues from our game. That's why you see players like DC4 and Andre James running laps. When they have a miscue on the field, it starts up top. That's good leadership. Um, Darren Waller, Hunter, Renfro, Adams, they preach accountability and they show it as well. It's like a beacon for us other players. It makes us want to step our game up. Um, I think that was. I think that again, the word that keeps bouncing up is accountability. Um, I think that's. I think that may be something that this front office is preaching. You know what I mean? Hold yourself accountable for the things that you do out here.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Hold each other accountable for the things that we do out here. Because you can't you can't get to the top spot. You know what I mean? If everybody makes a mistake and then you know you made the mistake, but you still blame somebody else. You know what I mean? How does that play out?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? How does that play out?
Yeah,
And by you putting it on somebody else, you don't get any better. You continue to get away with the bullshit that you're doing, right? And it's hurting the team. Um, that's bro, that's the biggest thing that I keep hearing about, you know what I mean, for the last 2 days is accountability. You know what I mean? Taking accountability for our actions, eliminating the small mistakes. You know what I mean? The
fact.
small little things. You know what I mean? Getting accountability down. So man, I like that. He also went on to say players are really sinking in to learn this playbook, and I think it really shows in the way we communicate on the field. It's not perfect, but it's really getting there. It's a lot of camp still left, and we are really excited about this year coming up. So that's also a bright highlight. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And I think he was really not just speaking on tight ends, but he was speaking about the offensive line as well. You know what I mean? They the communication aspect. You know what I mean of what he was speaking on, especially with them as we spoke on offensive line being able to gel. You know what I mean? How long does it really take, players playing with each other to start getting along, start knowing each other's movement, you know what I mean? Being able to communicate what it is they see, especially with it being a new playbook. You know what I mean? For them to start, communicating early, you know what I mean, working out the kinks. Like, how do you feel about that statement right there?
Honestly, I just love hearing every single one of them talk. Like I said before, I didn't get to catch up on all the press conferences, so this is my first time hearing the actual quotes, man. And honestly, just hearing Foster Moreau and a bunch of people, the same thing like you said. The main thing is accountability. That's been something that I've been preaching too. I think that's the major step into learning. Always experiencing and learning. And then the second statement you said about I always hear that everybody's like built into the system. They're all buying into it. They're all ready to go. And that's what you want to see in your players. You don't want to see anybody be a little bit. on the side or being like, I don't like it, and then it starts a little bit of animosity. But I like that they're soaking in every information. They're trying to gain as much knowledge, man. I also heard multiple times that the veterans ask the rookies, and even the rookies ask the veterans, and they bounce off of each other, and it's crazy, because it shows that everybody's equal. Even the coaches have said that they consider themselves at the same pedestal as them. There's nobody higher than the other, and that's something that I consistently see with this. And Foster Moreau, man, the guy, I love what he's saying, and I hope he takes the next step forward, man. Because we're rooting for the guy. Hopefully, he could really prove a lot of us right and prove a lot wrong as well. He's one of those players that is split. So just hearing him talk and saying those things, man, I love hearing it.
Truth, what's good? Welcome back, Joe. Welcome back, man. Yeah. So he also went on to say, let me side note. So apparently some of us have been pronouncing Foster's last name the wrong way. Apparently it's Morrow, like the linebacker that we had.
Yeah.
Not Moreau.
Morrow.
Yeah, it's Morrow.
Morrow.
You know what I mean?
Foster Morrow.
So it's Foster
That's
Morrow.
gonna be weird. That's gonna be weird. That's gonna take me a while. Foster Morrow.
He said it's like Morrow or MORE'.
Foster Morrow.
Morrow. You know what I mean?
It's gonna take me a while.
Yeah. So he also said Grant asked about being able to watch Gronkowski film, because that's what they've been pumping, you know what I mean, into him, showing all of the tight ends. That's what they, you know what I mean, to get the scheme down, seeing how he ran about it. He said Gronk is a Mount Rushmore tight end. Being able to really watch his film has been special, like being teammates with Jason Witten. You know what I mean? When he was asked about the veteran presence of this team, you know what I mean? The moves that the front office has made. His response was, "This team has some great leaders with veteran status, and the great thing about it is they're not old in age, yet still experienced in the game with more time on task. Players like DC4, Chandler Jones, Max Crosby, DP, and meaning Denzel Perryman, not our boy Mr. DP.
Darius Phillips.
Yeah. He said Davante. They brought in playoff experience from other places to build on what we accomplished last year, because we want to exceed that this year. Anything less is unacceptable, bottom line. You know what I mean? So when you, again, you know what I mean, I only write down what I hear. It may not be worth word, but this is what I heard. This is what I heard, right? So just thinking about our leaders, you know what I mean? And he did bring up a really great point. You know what I mean? We do have some veteran status, which is not old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're not old. They're experienced in the fact that they've played for a while. You know what I mean? Came in the league young age, but they've been top veteran presence for a while wherever they've been, right? Like let's not get it wrong. You know, Devontae Adams was number one wide receiver in the NFL for some time now. DC has been the starting quarterback since his rookie year. You know what I mean? Going into year 9. He's been a starting quarterback this whole year. Nobody even expected him to start his rookie year.
Yeah.
Nobody thought that was gonna happen, but man, hey, look, I kind of did, I kind of didn't. You know what I mean? I wanted it to happen. You know what I mean? Because I just didn't have any faith in the quarterbacks that we had. It was like, well, shit, go ahead and get a rookie. But when he started playing, man, I was like, oh yeah, I think he got this. You know what I mean? When they started letting him play, I was like, oh yeah, I think he may have this right here, man. You may have this right here. And then what, the last 2 games of the year of the preseason, he was the only quarterback to play. They didn't even play the other ones. I was like, oh yeah, this a starter right here. This definitely a starter right here. But but no, it's good to hear things like this. You know what I mean? DC4, Chandler Jones, Mad Max Crosby. Again, he brought up Denzel Perryman. You know what I mean? Which is on the opposite side of the ball. Another guy mentioning him as a standout leader, which brings me to the topic of why I brought this show up. Does Denzel Perryman deserve another contract? Is it time, you know what I mean, to give this man another contract? Or do you let him play and have to pay him a whole lot more? You know what I mean? After he proves that he's outplayed both years of his contract. I think I just feel like, you know what I mean, what he got paid for both years is what he put on paper last year. And I think it's about that time for him to, hey, Raider Goon, for sure, family, man, you gotta dip out, man. I definitely understand, folks. You know what I mean? Have a good one, man.
Have a good night.
Appreciate you, bro. Definitely appreciate you, man. Look forward to seeing you again, especially at that game, man. I appreciate that for real. You just made my week, man. You just made my week, bro. That literally just made my week, man. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate that, folks. Love you for real. You know what I mean? Darius, please, you mean Darius Philon? So that question was asked on your show, was it not, SC? And I didn't really get a chance to speak on it. Here's the thing about Darius Philon, and you got to take a look at what's been taking place. They have not been signing people with recent injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They've been staying away from players with recent injuries. Unfortunately, his recent injury was the last game of the season, and it wasn't an injury you want a 350-pound lineman to have, D lineman to have. You know what I mean? If they were to re-sign Darius Philon, it would be really later into the season. But right now, there's really no need to sign him because he can't get on the field and do anything. He's not ready. You know what I mean? He's not ready, and he probably won't be ready for another 6 to 8 weeks. You know what I mean? At the minimum. So, you know, you wait a while, you know what I mean? See if he catches on anywhere, and then you can go from there. But Darius Philon is just not ready. There's no reason to go out and get him because you can't put him on the field anyway. You know what I mean? So but yeah, the Perryman, yeah, that's my thing right there, man. I think Perryman it's time to give that man some money. You know what I mean? Wrap him up for another 3 years. I believe he's going to perform. You know what I mean? I honestly believe he's got about 6 years left in him of really solid, good football. Maybe another 2 after that of where, you know, you start to get the picture. It might be time to go. You know what I mean? But I think he's got a good 6 years of solid football left in him. I think when he gets to that 6, that's going to be the start of the other. I mean, because, well, actually 5 would be the peak of the mountain. 6, you'll be right there. But the 7 and 8 is kind of where your game is just going to tailor off to where, you know, you had a good run at it. You know what I mean? I think that's where he gets to be at that point, because what he's got 6 years under his belt right now.
Around there.
About 6 years left, you know, in under his belt right now. So, yeah, I give him another 8 at max. You know what I mean? 8 at max. But that's still a great career. That's 12 to 14 years in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Years. Yep.
Huh?
7 years.
So he's got 7 years under his belt.
Yeah.
So if he plays another 6, that's 13 years. You know what I mean? Hey, why not? Why not wrap him up for that, man? You know what I mean? That's when most players really start playing in their prime. Look at Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was a beast up until the end. He even went out a beast, but it was the end. It was definitely the end. He knew it was the end, but I'm just saying, you know, if you can get him for another, you know, a four-year deal, you know what I mean, get him on another 4-year deal and then renegotiate after that. I think that's what I think just gotta have him right there, bro. You can add linebackers later on, but I think he's at that point in his career where, hey, he's ready to go, man. He ready to go. He gonna unleash, and if you let him go somewhere else, man, it ain't gonna be well. Yeah, I think he's only 29. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, Terrence. He could play another 6 years, 7 years. At 29, you can play the 36 at linebacker. You can play the 36. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. His breakout season was last season. That means he's entering into his prime. Lock him up for his prime. That would be the smart thing to do. He's coming into his prime. Lock him up for that. I would. Because I think this is a better scheme for him. I know he's been in Gus's scheme for a while, and a lot of people saying that's why he thrived, but I don't think that's why he thrived. I think he literally flat out played phenomenal football last year in the way that we needed him to. And I think he can do it here too. But yeah, a 6 or 7 year deal. I mean, lock it up. Lock it up. At minimum 4. I say at minimum 4. But if you can lock him up for his prime, man, why not? Why not? Yeah, and he wants to be here. You know what I mean? Our boy Terrence says, you know what I mean, 6 or 7 year deal. Scotty Waddy, we may get lucky. Players will take notice where the team is going to take team-friendly deals to stay. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's another thing. He took a team-friendly deal on the 2-year deal that we gave him to come here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's asking for a lot. I think he just wants a home. You know what I mean? I think he just wants to be shown, hey, man, hey, we want you here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We want you here. Let's go. You're gonna be here for a while. I think that's what Denzel Perryman should get, bro. I think he earned that last year because he outplayed what anybody expected him to play. Everybody's like, oh, he's coming off. Was he on Miami's practice squad?
No, I think it's Chargers.
No, he left the Chargers. He came off of a practice squad.
I thought we traded for Denzel Perryman for a 6.
Yeah, because he was on a practice squad.
Well, he said Carolina.
Oh, Carolina, yeah.
Carolina.
He was in Carolina. I think he was on the practice squad.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, he was on the practice squad. Yep. So, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he outplayed the deal that he signed for, and I love that. You know what I mean? So he had a breakout season. Nobody was expecting it, but I think that's where he's at right now in his career, man. You know what I mean? He did get hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Nothing too
you
bad.
know, but he came back.
Mhm.
He definitely came back. If he didn't miss those 2 games, bro, he would have broke the single season tackle record.
Guaranteed.
I mean, for a fact, I guarantee he would have broke the
Mhm.
he would have broke the single season tackle record if he
Tackle.
didn't miss those
Yup.
2 games. But this year, I think the defense is going to be a little something different. I think he's going to have a little bit more help. I think he's still going to have the same numbers. He may not break the record, but I think he's still going to be in that area of the same numbers, same amount of tackles. But the thing that's going to surprise people, man, is his coverage skills. I think his coverage skills are going to be a little bit better this year. But I also think that he'll have less what do you call less occasions of where he will actually have to drop back into coverage like that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Where he'll have to cover a tight end or something like that. He's not going to be asked to do that as much as he was last year. You know what I mean? But he'll be able to do, a running back coming out of the backfield, something like that. You know what I mean? He'll be able to definitely be able to hang with that. But at the same time, he's still going to be the tackling machine that he was, the blitzing guy, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Punishing hits, you know what I mean? He's still going to be able to do that. But his coverage has gotten a little bit better. He leaned out a little bit too. So it became a little bit faster, but at the same time, a little bit stronger, put on a little bit muscle, took off a little bit of fat. You know what I mean? So,
He's putting in that work.
yeah, he's putting in that work.
Putting in that
What does
work.
Scotty say? He earned his Pro Bowl.
Shit exciting.
Yeah, he did, bro. He made the Pro Bowl. He went from getting traded from Carolina practice squad for a 6th-round pick. You know what I mean? To being the starting linebacker for the Raiders, a team that he used to play against as a Charger. You know what I mean? To making the Pro Bowl
Mm-hmm.
on a 2-year deal. I mean that probably wasn't even worth that much, man.
Yeah. It was a good deal. It was a good trade. I'll give him that. I'll give the last regime that.
He's on a 2-year, $6 million deal, bro.
Yep. For a Pro Bowler, 3 mil. Hey, I'll take it.
With 2.9 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. That's a great contract.
Come on, man. It's time to give this man some money, man. It's time to give this man some money, bro.
Yep. Pay the man.
It's time to pay this man, bro. 2 years, $6 million. And only 2.9 is guaranteed. And he got a $2 million signing bonus. He got a 1.3 million roster bonus 2022 due 3/8. So we gave him 1.3 for being on the roster in March.
Okay.
And then he gets for this year, bro, game active bonus. For every game he plays, his game check is $29,411, bro. For every game he plays. Hey, it's time to get this man some money, bro.
He deserves it.
I think he deserves to get a little bit of. It ain't got to be a lot, but
It's not gonna be a lot. Yeah.
It damn sure should be more than $29,000 a game for the way he plays, for what he brings to the team. James, yes, sir. What's good with you, fam? We still live, folks. We still live for another 15 minutes, man. I'm here for another 15 minutes. But, yo, and that's a team-friendly deal, man. That's a team friendly deal. But I personally think it is time to get Denzel Perryman some money, man.
Heyday.
I think last year was worth $6 million by itself.
Okay.
I think last year was worth $6 million by itself, man. I think it's time to start upping this man's pay. And I know upping ain't a word, but I think it's time to start upping this man's pay, bro.
Fact.
So the truth, you said 3 years, 7 to 8 million. Are you saying 7 to 8 mil a year? Or 7 to 8 million total? You know what I mean? You saying 7 to 8 mil total or 7 to 8 mil a year? Because I was thinking more the range of, I'm thinking, okay, a year. Okay. We in the same realm then. We in the same realm. I was thinking more of I'm thinking like a 5-year deal. And I'm thinking somewhere in the 5 years, 46 mil. I'm thinking 32 guaranteed. I think that's what he earned, bro. I think that's the contract. I think that's the contract. 5-year deal, 46 million, 32 guaranteed. I think that's a fair deal. Wrap this man up in his prime. You know what I mean? Make him feel loved, make him feel wanted. I think that's a fair deal. And you give him, if you gave him $2 million for a signing bonus last year, let's up that a little bit more. Let's give him $5 million on a signing bonus. You know what I mean? Let's give him $5 million on a signing bonus. I think that's a fair deal. I think that's truly a fair deal. That's just over $6 million a year. You know what I mean? That's just over $6 million a year guaranteed. And the rest in incentives. And if he's really gonna, if he really has the career that we really think that he's blossoming into having, hitting those incentives shouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? And like old boy said, like Lawrence Taylor said in Any Given Sunday, don't drop me. I'm worth $1 million. You know what I mean? After he made that tackle. So, you know what I mean? That for me, I think that's a fair deal right there, bro. I think that's the deal that Denzel Perryman. I think that's a fine deal for everybody across the board. It's team friendly on the plus side. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's team friendly and player friendly. You know what I mean? It's really double what you made. You know what I mean for the last 2 years. It's, you know what I mean, you getting every year. You know what I mean? So you prove, you know what I mean, that you worth that amount of money. I mean, if we technically break it down, where's my calculator at? So 6.4 mil a year is what you're guaranteed to make, right? 6.4 mil a year. Let's see. So you had a 5-year deal, 46 million, 32 guaranteed, at least 14 mil. Out of that 14, let's just say we took out of that 14, we gave you the $5 million signing bonus, right? That leaves $9 million on the table. we convert that 9 mil into incentive based over the 5-year span, where we give you to make it 8 mil, we give you 1.6 mil in incentive bonus per year.
Reasonable.
Right? And with that, yeah, and with that extra $1 million left over, because it should be an extra meal left over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 200,000 extra for making the roster every year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah. There's different ways you could go about it with the contracts, and I feel like they'll do a good ass contract, possibly maybe with incentives just in case.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna actually do a short on that, man. I'm gonna put that out, man. You know what I mean? Like one of the letters, man. I'm gonna make that a video.
There you go.
It's time to get Denzel Perryman his money, man.
Yep.
5-year deal, 46 mil, 32 guaranteed. You know what I mean? Breaks down to a guaranteed 6.4 year, 6.4 million a year. I think that's a good deal.
Team friendly.
Team friendly, player friendly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? With 1.6 in incentives. That makes it $8 million a year.
Yeah.
I think that's a good deal for a player entering his 7th year. Same time he's entering his prime, but he's entering year 7. He does have a little injury background to him. You know what I mean? You know, he does have a little injury background to him, but he just literally had a breakout season. So I think he's right there in the pocket of where I'm at. You know what I mean? 5 years, $46 million. You know what I mean? 32 guaranteed with the 6.4 a year. You know what I mean? 1.6 in incentives available. You know what I mean? Brings you to $8 million a year. Hey, look, that's good. That should be good money right there.
Yeah.
Because yeah. So that extra $1 million that's left over, you would fuck it. Give it to him yeah, as a signing, as a roster bonus.
Roster bonus, yep.
Yeah. Or you give him 1.8. Yeah, you give him 1.8. That makes it $8.2 million a year. If you gave him 1.8 in incentives, that would make it an $8.2 million a year contract. That's team friendly as shit, bro.
Yeah.
And he's in Vegas. He can live comfortable. You know what I mean? Everybody's happy. You know. Let's get that going, man. Let's everybody get that going, man. I'm gonna put out a short video. I need everybody to like it, retweet it, re-IG it, everything. You know what I mean?
Tag Perryman so you can post it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Time to get Denzel Perryman his money, man. You know what I mean? But
Hey, that, man.
Getting ready to roll up out of here. In a quick hot second, man. One of the things I also want to touch on that our boy Foster Moreau mentioned was he had mentioned Mac Hollins. You know what I mean? Which is another one of our free agent signings, bro. He said Mac Hollins has taken a leadership role of putting in the extra work. He even has something called the Mac Hollins Mile. You know what I mean? He's like, Yeah, it's a mile that it's a mile that he runs. It's longer than the actual normal mile. You know what I mean? It's
Damn.
done a little bit different. And he said that some people don't mind. He said that some people take some shortcuts, but you know, the people who take the shortcuts, they'll weave their way out. You know what I mean? It's about putting in the work. You know what I mean? If everybody's doing it, then everybody should be doing it. Nobody should be taking any shortcuts. You know what I mean? You shortcut your way up out of here. That's how I feel about it. And then he was asked about Nick Lombardi, which is another thing I really really was listening into. He said Nick Lombardi is a great coach. He works just as hard as anyone else, always on point, really knows his shit. He is a jack of all trades. He is in everybody's room with his hand in what's going on. And that's great to see from an OC/tight end coach. He has a bright offensive mind. And that's one of the things people were asking, like, you know, because they were saying that that Josh McDaniels red zone isn't really all that, you know, that shit. You know what I mean? It's not all that fire. But he had made mention, because you know it was mentioned to him, and he was like, yeah, well, you know, we have somebody on the staff that, you know, be able to take care of that and things of that nature. And I believe he was talking about Nick Lombardi, his offensive coordinator. Reason being because he's young, you know what I mean? He is from Raider stock, you know what I mean? His father was here for like, I think 15, 20 years, something like that. You know what I mean? Held a position in the front office. So, you know what I mean? Grew up a Raider fan, you know what I mean? Grew up in a Raider building, you know what I mean? So he's a beyond ecstatic to be here. You know what I mean? He's going to give everything he's got for this franchise, because, you know what I mean, this franchise loves his family and his family loves his franchise. So, but he's a young offensive-minded coach, you know what I mean, that really wants the opportunity of being a head coach. And what better thing to do is than to put in the work, you know what I mean? And come out and show the NFL that in a couple of years, you're going to be a head coach somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
You're definitely going to be a head coach somewhere. It may not be here unless Josh McDaniels decides to step down after winning a couple of Super Bowls and he's just tired of football. You know what I mean? And then he leave you the keys to take over. I'll be okay with that. If you spend your whole career here and we win the Super Bowls and you behind Josh McDaniels, you know what I mean, just waiting to take the keys in a couple of years so we can continue winning championships, I'm fine with that too. But if you so happen to move on after we've won 3 or 4, I wouldn't be mad at you. You know what I mean? If you so happen to get a head coaching job after we've won 3 or 4 championships, I can't be mad at you, man. Get your paper. Do your thing, right?
Yep.
But I need at least 3 or 4 before you go. That's all I'm saying. I need 3 or 4 before you go. That's all. But yeah, he called him a great coach. The fact that he's, you know, that's another thing. With Foster being here for the last couple of years and seeing how the last regime was ran, for him to make a statement as to see the offensive coordinator in everybody's room, you know what I mean? To see him walking around and being in everybody's room, actually having his hand on everybody's development, be it the quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, offensive line, tight ends, you know what I mean, wide receivers, whatever it is, whatever is part of his offense, he's in everybody's room, you know what I mean, taking part in what's going on so that he knows everybody is on the same page for this offense that him and Josh McDaniels are getting ready to run. That speaks high volumes. That tells me that our last offensive coordinator wasn't doing that, because Foster was here for that. He wasn't doing that. So this is definitely a different regime. That tells me he's taking accountability.
Yep.
There's no way he can say, "Oh, I don't know what's going on over there. I wasn't in there." Well, he's in there. So he knows exactly what's going on. Another, once again, accountability, starting at the top with it and bringing it down. Because all he really has to do as the offensive coordinator is really sit in his office, go over game film, and then have it each one of the coaches, each one of the position coaches come into his office and give him an update. You know what I mean? And spend his time watching film, doing something else, and game planning. But no, he's taking the time to be in these rooms. You know what I mean? Make sure people understand what's going on. You know what I mean? See firsthand what's being taken place, because he's out there on the field. He sees everybody. But yeah, I like that. You know what I mean? And then his last thing was he wasn't happy with the quote that was taken out of context by Will Compton. You know what I mean? He said there's something he would never say, but they cool. You know what I mean? They friends, and you know what I mean. And he believes the content, the quote and everything was put in the wrong context.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, that's it. You know what I mean? We already went over what Andre James had to say a little bit earlier. And greatly appreciate you pulling up, brother. Greatly appreciate the crowd, man. Let them know where they can find you before we roll out, man.
Yeah, you can find me at the SC Experience, man. Yeah, all Raider content, Dodgers, USC, Lakers, but right now it's mostly Raiders. You know, it's about to be season time. You know, so yeah. If you guys want, subscribe to the SC Experience, man. I'm live practically every day this week, but the week's almost over anyways. So yeah, I
Appreciate you,
appreciate you
man.
having me on. I appreciate it.
Always, man. Always, brother.
Yeah.
Like I said, as I always tell you guys, man, 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allow me and my guests to grace your screen for any amount of time is more than I can greatly verbally appreciate for you guys, man. I verbally express my appreciation for it. The shows get long, get tongue tied at the end. You know, it's a beautiful thing to be able to wake up another wonderful day, man. It's an even more beautiful thing to wake up and get Raider new news every day.
Yep.
With them being in training camp, the days get closer. The smiles get brighter. The feeling is building, man. The anticipation is bubbling. You know, stay calm.
Yep.
It's on its way. We have literally. Let me see. Let me pull the calendar up one more time. I don't want to be off. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days, man. 13 days
Right
before we get to see the silver and black take the field against those Jacksonville Jaguars in the Hall of Fame game.
It's right there.
Our boys are just 13 days away from getting out there and giving
it's
us
close,
a little
bro.
something, man.
Let's go. You already told us.
For the next 4 weeks, 13 days for 4 weeks, we get silver and black football. Then we take a 1 week break. We get the fantasy draft cracking that weekend. I will be putting out the information for that soon. We'll be hosting a fantasy draft football over here. I'm not sure if I want to do 10 or 12 players. I don't want to do too many, but it is winner take all over here. It is winner take all over here. It's a $25 buy-in. I don't want to get too expensive, you know what I mean? But it is a $25 buy-in over here. And free agents cost money. Free agents cost money. Yeah. So if you making in season decisions and in trades and waiver wires, yeah, that costs money. It's $1 a signing, bro. It's $1 a
That goes
signing.
into the pot.
Huh? It goes
that
into
goes
the pot. Yeah, it goes into the pot. But it's 50 cents to drop, 50 cents to sign. So it's a dollar transaction.
Hey, that's
You
gonna
know
be
what I mean?
crazy. That's gonna...
It's a dollar transaction. So it's 50 cents to drop, it's 50 cents to add. You know what I mean? So and winner takes all at the end of the season, winner takes all. You know what I mean? If you trade with somebody, that costs. It's $1 a piece. It's $1 a piece.
Hey, yo, this shit gonna be crazy.
Yeah. But like I said, it's winner take all. So whatever the pot builds up to be, you know what I mean? It's winner take all. Because look, you start off with 12. Hold on. So you start off with 12 times 25, right? That's 300 off the bat. That's 300 in your pocket off the bat. Now, say some people make some trades throughout the season. You got what, about 9? Well, I'm gonna say you got about 11 weeks. The way I set it up, you got about 11 weeks to make your moves. After week 11, whatever roster you got, you kind of set with. You know what I mean? I leave it up till the end of bye weeks. Okay. You know what I mean? Once the bye weeks are over, your roster is set. You know what I mean? That's what you got at that point in time. So, yeah. You know what I mean? But it's a dollar per transaction, man. You know what I mean? So let's just say, you know what I mean, let's just say you had 100 transactions throughout that, man. You add that to the pot, man. That's another 100. That's $400. Because everybody's transaction adds up, right? So if 100 transactions were made throughout the season, bro, it's another $100 in the pot. It's another $100 in the pot.
It's gonna change a lot of things, man, when you're drafting.
Yeah, it does. Hey, look, I run one of those leagues where shit costs money, bro.
I feel it, man. Shit
costs
play
money.
For something.
Yep. I used to be in a league where if you came in last place, it cost you $4 every time. For whoever came in last place, it was $4 in the pot.
Fuck it, this one, whoever comes last, $10.
But I don't play that. I'm not doing that, man. You know what I mean? You gotta pay because you last.
Hey, that gives you motivation to not be last.
I'm just saying, bro. You gotta pay a penalty because you came in last. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. $4 too. $4.
Oh shit.
But they all go in the pot. You know what I mean? It all go in the pot. And you know what I mean? For me, I don't do a first, second, and third, man. It's just winner take all with me, bro. I ain't got time to be breaking shit up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, if you ain't first, you last. Product of Ricky Bobby.
Pretty much.
I mean? Ricky Bobby, whatever. But nah, appreciate you being here, fam. As I always tell y'all, man, sometimes, you know, I wish everybody could be like me. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Yo, Raider Nation, YouTube, go get your motherfucking sunshine. We out. Peace.